Welcome back to a very special edition of Wrestling Renaissance. I am your predictions champion, TJ Leo.
And I'm your tribute champion, Bull 2K.
And this is special because we just celebrated our 1 year anniversary for Wrestling Renaissance. So this would be the anniversary of the second episode of Wrestling Renaissance, and we're doing something a little special for it this time because due to SummerSlam having started so early, we thought, why not record immediately after SummerSlam for our results show?
Yeah. Transparency, we normally try to record on Mondays after the PLEs. We weren't going to be able to record until Tuesday at least, and definitely going into today, we wanted to try to get content out as soon as possible afterwards. So we decided we were both up, both wanted to talk about what happened. So here we are, right after the event closed, and you get immediate reaction. You get
literally 10 minutes ago fresh. It ended, basically.
Yep.
Yeah,
I've got the TV on right now, and it's Dominic on the post show. So I mean, we are fresh,
it's still going,
fresh off the presses. Yep,
indeed. So let's get into it. Before we get into the first match and what we thought of the show and all that good stuff.
Actually,
as a reminder,
I just thought, Wrestling Renaissance Raw Reaction, because it's fresh and raw.
Raw reaction. I like it. The W. Look at that. You are on fire tonight.
I'm powered by Red Bull and Coors Light.
I am powered by ginger ale. That's all I'm powered by tonight. But it's still early for me, so it's not too bad.
How's that smoke up there?
Oh, it's brutal, dude.
It's
brutal.
Still bad?
I'll put it to you this way. I can stare at the sun during the day.
Can you? Oh, wow.
Because it's so hazy.
Wow.
It looks like it's like looking at the sun through a light cloud. It's
that's rough.
Yeah, it's brutal. We have a smoke alert for the next, or air quality alert for the next few days at least.
That's rough.
It's bad. Yeah, it's real bad. All right, so for anyone who's just joining us for the first time, before every WWE PLE and NXT PLE and AEW pay-per-view, we talk about the build-up to the shows and make our official predictions. And on subsequent shows, like this one, we break down the results, see how we fared in our predictions, and rate each match on the Co-op Entertainment review scale of 1 to 10. So, this SummerSlam was the first ever 2-night SummerSlam. What we do before we get into the matches specifically is give our top level thoughts. We don't need to say anything specific about the matches or anything like that, but I have two questions for you.
Okay.
Right off at the bat. What did you think? And was it worth being a 2-night event?
Second question first. Yes, it was worth being a 2-night event.
Okay.
The 5-match cards, PLE cards, are okay. Too much time in between for a one night. Or those are good for the medium PLEs, I guess. You know the smaller PLEs.
The in-betweeners.
The big ones, obviously WrestleMania, SummerSlam now, maybe Rumble. I absolutely can make a case for Rumble being a 2-night.
Yeah, one Rumble each night.
Yep, and 3 other cards or 3 other matches on the card.
Yeah,
for a total of 8. There's enough big matches that can be made for a 2-night event. So I think going to 2 nights is good for Mania and SummerSlam to start.
Gotcha.
Obviously, the build could have been better than a 3 weeks, but they did a really good job of making it 2 nights with enough meaningful matches. So first question, top level thoughts. It was a big event. Some of the matches delivered as far as bigness, meaningfulness. I'm sure, we'll definitely get into that as the matches go on, but it was, it was good. It was big. there was definitely a different theme for each night.
Yeah.
I know we kind of touched on that in the predictions, but it was two complete different nights.
Yes, it very, very much was. It felt like two different shows.
In some ways it worked, in some ways maybe not as much.
Yeah, so my top level thoughts for question number 2 would be I think it can work, but I think there are several matches on this card that could have been removed, and we probably could have gotten a much tighter experience with one night. And maybe just had like 7 matches and it gone for 4 hours, maybe 4.5. I think I would have preferred that. I'll get into the specifics of why as we go through the individual matches, but I think it should be 2 nights. But as you mentioned, the builds to some of these matches were lacking. And you could definitely tell the difference between the ones that were lacking and the ones that had huge build to them, right?
Yep.
As for question 1, top level thoughts. I really love the stage. Very cool. How they had like the 4 separate horizontal screens. That was really cool. I'm not a fan of the open air stadiums anymore because of the light. I think the show just looks so much more cool when it's dark. And, just look at the both main events of both nights. They just had a much more epic scale when it's in the dark. So I like the indoor stadiums. The reason I used to like the outdoor stadiums because they used to use fireworks. Probably the most infamous example of that was Ric Flair in his retirement match in Orlando with the fireworks going off behind him. Like that was amazing, and Batista's entrance at the same show. Like that's really cool. But lately they haven't really done any fireworks shows. Just the normal stage pyro. Let's see. Any other top level thoughts?
There were possibly some matches, TV matches, that could have replaced one or two of these.
Yeah, I would agree with that as well.
We talked about that. The Black and Priest.
Yeah, especially with how it ended on SmackDown.
Yeah.
I was like, that was it?
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I thought it was supposed to be the main event and supposed to be this special match, but it ended up in a DQ and it was lame.
Rusev.
So I guess they're
Sheamus.
Yeah, Sheamus and Rusev. Yeah. My only other top level thought is I think it's a little bit of a bummer that the commentary team was Cole and Wade Barrett only. I think that sucks for Graves and Joe. They could have easily done a back and forth,
Yeah, but I don't know.
I like Cole and Wade. Don't get me wrong. I just you've got other commentators that deserve some spotlighting. I think at shows like that.
Having Graves, Cole, and Barrett would have been good.
Yeah, I'm not normally a 3-man team, but I like the 3 of them together when they're together. So I would be okay with that. Yeah,
because Graves can do both.
Yeah,
Graves can do both well.
Yeah, I'd agree. with that.
Joe's good for the pre-show and the post-show, like he does.
He blinks a lot. I don't know if you noticed that, Joe. He blinks a lot.
Yeah.
I think that's my only real top level thoughts. Let's get into it.
Okay.
So let's start with SummerSlam Saturday, which kicked off with, as I predicted, Roman and Jay. As we predicted, I think we both agreed that made the most sense.
Yeah, you had only 2 matches were switched around from what we went through. So you did a good job.
I did, and I still like my booking better, which we'll get into later. But yeah, this was Roman and Jay versus Braun and Braun. So let's give it our rating.
Oh, what did I rate this? I already did them. Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm doing this on the fly. I like that on the fly. full disclosure for those who are first joining us, our review scale is 10 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there's no in betweens. You got to give it. You gotta go with your whole number. You good?
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Oh, all right. We're on the same page there. Okay. All right. So, trying to remember how we do this. It's been a while since we did a results show. So it was a fairly standard tag match. Yeah, it was
bonus question. You did forget how to do this. Bonus question. Yeah.
Oh, we do that before we do.
Yeah.
I thought we talk about it before we do the predictions. No.
No. Bonus question. Oh yeah. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. We end things with the predictions.
We start with a bonus question before we talk about it.
Yes, this is true. Yeah,
I told you. I'm fueled by Red Bull and Coors Light.
All good. It is 10:16 p.m. Well, we got Sim 31 in the chat. Cackling.
Eastern time,
crackling.
or
Eastern.
Dare I say tonight, Eastern time.
Oh, foreshadowing. Putting my belt away for the bit just so I can loosen up, focus.
Better. Never mind.
So yeah, this was a pretty standard match, but I think it just flowed really well. The crowd was super into it. I would say that I don't know how to say this, but like I think Uso's star is falling a little.
People are seeing through the yeet.
Just it's starting. The cracks are starting to form. His entrance is still people go crazy for, but Jay was not who they were cheering for in the match, were they? Was he?
No.
Who was getting the big chance?
Roman and Braun.
Yeah.
Roman and Braun.
Especially Roman. Getting the old OTC chant. Which, by the way, I can't stand that they changed his like moniker to TC1.
OTC1.
Yeah. Is that what it is?
Yeah, OTC1.
They've got his like RR logo and then TC1. So I was like, is it TC1? Is it OTC1? What?
I thought it was OTC1.
I have no idea.
I thought.
I just think it's stupid. Just why can't we just call him the tribal chief? That's what he is now again. So
because Cody
marketing.
Rhodes is QB1, quarterback 1. Number 1 on the depth chart, right?
Peanut butter? No? Okay.
Yeah.
I think Braun got a really good spotlight in this match. He spent a lot of the time doing some great psychology in the ring, holding down Jay, doing some great vocals in the ring. I don't know if you were listening to him.
Just taunting.
Just constant taunting with great calls. It was really, really good. I think the moment of the match was probably Roman taking a bronze spear for Jay.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming. I was like,
yeah, I really didn't. I mean, I figured Braun would get Roman with a really good spear, but I didn't see it happening like that. Because the whole story going into the match, when Heyman and Jay were going back and forth, it was, Paul telling Jay that Roman wasn't going to be there for him. He wasn't going to stand up for him. He wasn't going to defend him. He was just going to leave him out there and stab him in the back. And he didn't. Roman took the bullet for him.
He did indeed. One thing I didn't like about the match is at the very beginning, after both teams sort of started off brawling in the ring. Number one, I thought it was a tornado tag because they rang the bell with all 4 guys in the ring.
Yeah.
Which is not normal. And then after Jay and Roman got Braun and Braun out of the ring, they started doing the music again.
Yeah,
even though the match had started. I was like, okay, guys. It's enough. it's getting a little ridiculous now. Let's see. I have a breakdown of the match here. Let's see if I forgot anything. So both teams began brawling as soon as the bell rang. After Reigns and Jay cleared the ring, Jay led the crowd in a yeet encore. Breaker and Reed took advantage of the distraction and attacked Reigns, but Jay launched himself onto both men on the outside. Order was eventually restored as Breakker and Reed took control of the match. Braun taunted Reigns as he worked over Jay. After a few minutes, Reigns was able to finally make the hot tag. He then wiped out Breakker and Reed with a dive to the outside, which looked scary as hell because he jumped too far. He almost cleared them.
Yeah.
Roman's dive to the outside. He almost cleared him. I was like,
he did. I mean, he had to flip himself over and land on his back, or try to land on his back.
I was like, ooh,
yeah,
damn. Roman's got some power in those legs, man. Holy crap. Back in the ring, Reigns hits Breakker with a Superman punch, but he didn't realize that Reed had tagged back in. Reed took advantage of the opening. Reed delivered a dive of his own to Reigns and Jay on the outside, which was also crazy to see a man that large coming at you. That's scary.
Yeah.
That's just scary. That's a running tsunami. That's what that is. And then Breakker sent Reigns over the announce table. Back in the ring, Breakker took down Jay with a bulldog from the top rope, but Jay kicked out. The momentum began to shift when Reigns speared Breakker through the barricade. He then prevented Reed from hitting the tsunami on Jay. Reigns and Jay took down Reed with the 1D, but Breakker was able to break up the pin. I thought that was the end. They got me with that one.
They kind of did with me too.
I was like, oh, Breakker got back up already? Oh, shit. That was crazy. Also a very cool ode, and went with the story of Roman and Jay working together. So I thought that was really clever. Breakker went for a spear on Jay, but Reigns took the bullet. Jay capitalized on the moment and pinned Reed with an Uso splash. Jay hugged Reigns after the match and placed the Ulafala around his neck. Yeah, it was a very entertaining match. Crowd was hot. It went really well. I enjoyed it.
It did. I enjoyed it. So after the match, later on, and on the post show, I won't necessarily mention what was on Twitter because it's not shown on WWE. But Braun was limping with bandage on his knee. Pretty sure that came from a spot that he normally does, but I always kind of cringe doing it, or when he does it. It's when he jumps from the apron and does the elbow on the announce table.
The desk.
Yep.
So you think he smashed his knee on the desk?
Yeah, I 100% do. It looked like that's where he did it. I wish he'd stop doing that.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Something really bad could happen.
Yeah. I don't like any time someone jumps off the apron because all they have to do wrong is step on the apron, like the sheet.
Yeah.
That folds over, and it will just slip when they try to push themselves off, and they could fall. And I'm always watching to see if their footing is on the mat or if it's on the apron. And I'm like, watch your feet.
Yeah.
No, I agree. That's a little scary. All right.
Especially for someone like him who a lot of his offense is built on speed and legs and running.
Protect those knees, bud.
You've only got two of them, and if you tear one up, it's gonna kill his game.
Yeah, absolutely. Heyman had nothing to do with the match, really.
No,
he had no influence. I was kind of surprised by that.
Kind of a theme for night one.
But surprises or people not having influence?
not outside interference influence.
Yeah, I kind of expected more because Roman is like, when he came back, it was all about how much he was pissed at Seth and Paul. And so there was just the fact that there was really no interaction between them. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I thought it was a great opener, and I don't really feel like it pushed any story forward in any way. It's just, it was there.
I mean, not with the outcome.
No.
Because
Jay and Roman won.
They got their revenge, and there's really no payback. There's, I'm sure they'll do something to keep the two together somehow. To keep the two groups somehow feuding, because Braun and Roman is money match. I mean, that's a WrestleMania match. I mean, would have been great to have Braun spear and pin Roman, because Roman could come back, could want to come back and get revenge on Braun for that. But I mean, Jay pinned Bronson.
Agreed. Yeah. All right, let's get to the predictions. Bonus first, I guess.
Either one. We can switch
it doesn't matter. You do you.
Me do me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for my well-being, we'll do the bonus first.
Okay.
So the bonus, it was who was going to hit the first spear.
Was it Jay?
We both said Jay. There was a flying shoulder block by Braun. There was Superman punch.
On the outside of the ring, that's right.
Yep, on the outside of the ring. There was Superman punch probably. There was topes through the ropes. But the first spear happened when Roman drove Braun through the barricade. Yep. So we both said Jay. We both got 0 points.
No points.
No points.
Okay.
And of course, the winner of the match was the Anoa'i family, the Roman and Jay connection.
Team Yeet.
Team Yeet. The Tribal Yeets.
OT Yeet.
OT Yeets. OT Yeets 1 and 2. Like we
High-rise
said,
WWE.
I picked the BBs and you picked the family. So you start off hot with 5 and I start off with none.
Good start. Good start.
Yeah, real good start.
All right. Next match was the women's WWE Tag Team Championship match with Perez and Rodriguez defending against Bliss and Flair. Let's give our, let's give our rating. Brain's starting to shut down slowly. Let's see.
There we go. All right. I gave this one.
Trying to think of what I want to give it.
And
right.
Sim, no, I do not think that was a kayfabe injury to his knee. At all.
All right. I got mine.
Got mine.
3, 2, 1. Okay. So I originally gave it a 5.
Okay.
But I bumped it up a point for the ending. Because I thought the ending was really, really, really well done. All right, so let's go through the points here. Raquel and Roxanne took advantage of Charlotte and Alexa's indecision over who would start the match. They worked over Charlotte until Alexa eventually got the hot tag. Alexa went for Sister Abigail, but Roxanne raked her eyes, allowing the champions to regain control. Charlotte eventually tagged back in and built momentum for her team, but Charlotte then hit a moonsault on both opponents, but couldn't secure the victory. Alexa tried to help Charlotte, but accidentally hit her, which was a great spot, and that's kind of where the match kind of turned for me. I was like, oh, okay, we got some storytelling, and she took that forearm amazing. Charlotte, she did sort of this like boom, and then like slowly fell back.
Yeah,
it was really, really good sell on her part. Even though it was just a forearm, it was a good sell. Raquel took advantage and took down Charlotte with the Tejana Bomb, and Roxanne followed up with Pop Rocks, but Alexa broke up the pin attempt, which was a great spot because I thought it was over at that point. After tagging back in, Charlotte wiped out Raquel with a big boot, and Alexa pinned Roxanne with Sister Abigail. They don't really elaborate on this in the notes here, but Alexa got Roxanne in the Sister Abigail position, and then Charlotte came from behind with this look on her face like she was going to attack Alexa for punching her earlier, but then she booted Raquel instead. Yep. Fireworks went off as Charlotte and Alexa celebrated with the titles. So Judgment Day is one title less than they were before. And I mean, I thought it was good. That the first chunk of the match was kind of boring, to be honest with you. Didn't really thrill me a whole lot, but that finish was absolutely perfect. I thought it was brilliantly done. Great camera work, great spots. Just it flowed perfectly to finish it. It's not how you start; it's how you finish. So I was like, 5's harsh. I'll go with above average.
Yep. I mean, there was nothing bad about the match to say. Of course, they told the story of are they going to be able to last the whole match? Are they friends? Are they team? Of course, the spot where Alexa accidentally hit Charlotte, and then Charlotte not sure if it was accidental, what it was. There's that story coming out of it. Story with the Judgment Day. They lost the titles. What is Liv going to think? I know
what's Dom going to think?
She's still a long way from returning for action. Is she possibly going to come back for just to advance the story?
Screen.
Yeah, just be on screen, which, I mean, it's her shoulder. I mean, she certainly could.
Yeah, just have to walk around in a sling.
Yep. No. So, I mean, there's definitely places.
Yeah, there's definitely directions to go.
Yeah.
For sure. And Bliss and Flair are on SmackDown, so they don't necessarily have to continue feuding with Raquel and Roxanne. They can do whatever they want.
I mean, I like to see them go to NXT. I like to see them be on TV every week on different shows, not necessarily just SmackDown. Because
do a tour.
I mean, if hopefully with Charlotte being one of the champions, they'll give it a little bit more attention. I mean, this could be a good way to use Charlotte to highlight the tag teams.
Mm-hmm. I do hope they get a combined entrance now.
Me too.
I hate when tag teams come out separately. It's just,
I mean, it I guess mesh up their themes, kind of like Zarya Zarya and Sol Ruka.
Yeah,
how they do it.
Yeah. They could do it.
Yeah, they could absolutely do it. So it was there. Those two teams are done feuding. They'll move on to other things.
Yep. I don't have much else to say. So let's get to predictions. How did we do?
Predictions.
How did we do?
I'm
gonna put my belt in view instead of on the desk.
We definitely both thought that it was time for a switch. We both picked Charlotte and Alexa.
Oh.
Me for 5 and you for 4.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, she thought I was talking to her again.
Oh, no. You guys got to call her Bliss.
I got to call her Bliss, yeah.
Or just change her name. You could do that, too. That's what I did.
I don't know how to do that.
You have to go on the app.
Oh. It's set up on my daughter's account, so that I can't do. I just have to stop saying her name.
Yes.
You mentioned him, Dominic.
Was that part of the...
That was a bonus, yes.
That was a bonus.
Not him as in Carmelo Hayes, but him as in Dominic.
Right.
And I kind of referenced it earlier that there was really no outside interference in night 1 at all. So that was the question. Was Dominic going to be involved in the match and cause some kind of disruption to the finish? And the answer was no. We both picked no. We thought no. So we both got 1.
All right.
So I got points on the board and you kept it going.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're tied now. I think that made it a wash. Could be
No,
wrong.
because you got 5 on the first one, and then got points on the second one too.
Oh, right. Okay, that's right. Okay. Let's see. What was the next match? It was Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Let's do our rating.
Mm-hmm. I gave it this, but do I really want to give it that?
I'm going with my gut. I got to stop second guessing myself. I'm just going with my gut.
Yep, I'm changing mine.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, we're in the same ballpark. I
That's
almost
what
changed it to a 4.
That's what I had mine at was 5. I changed it.
Yeah. All right. So let's just go through the recap, which is not long because this match was kind of short. After a strong start by Sami Zayn early in the match, Kross managed to gain control, and Zayn fought back but struggled to build momentum. They kind of traded back and forth, and then as Kross repeatedly struck him, he shouted, "Just say it," which I can't remember what he's trying to get him to say.
Kross was right.
Kross was right.
Yeah.
Scarlett eventually handed Kross a steel pipe, but Zayn countered with a blue thunder bomb. Scarlett offered then the pipe to Zayn, urging him to use it. He took it and considered it, but ultimately threw the weapon aside. Zayn then hit Kross with the haluva kick and secured the pinfall victory. So I have a few things to say about this. So we talked about how I talked about how Kross's contract is up in August, and I was wondering if this was going to be an easy way to tell if he was being re-signed or not, because there's been no confirmation if he's being re-signed or not. And I still don't know, because it's weird that they put him on the show if he's not being re-signed, when there are other people. Like, if you're keeping other people, wouldn't you want to put them on the show, like Priest and Black? So I was like, if they're putting him on the show, they must be re-signing him. And then he loses in this match definitively. And I'm like, okay, was that just like a way to take him out of the WWE? And then give Sammy a boost? I don't really know. And I don't like it.
Yeah, it was really odd.
It was odd. And then the whole like Sammy contemplating using the pipe, and it just didn't feel earned. It didn't feel like there was no part of me that was like thinking that he was actually going to use it. I didn't buy it. You know, I wanted to, because as we've mentioned many times on this show, Sami Zayn's character is extremely stale, and
Very.
really just want him to do a big switch, but he didn't. So he's the same.
Yep.
And I guess they're going with this like world title hunt thing.
Which,
really?
yeah.
I'm at the point with him where I'm like, he kind of feels like how Dolph Ziggler did, where it was like, or even The Miz in some ways, where they were always on the cusp of main eventing. They were always on the cusp of world title domination, but the company just never pulled the trigger. I mean, they did pull the trigger on Dolph and Miz, you know, but it was only once for Dolph and twice for Miz.
Yeah.
just don't see them pulling the trigger with Sammy. There's too many big stars. There's too many people in the main event scene. He just doesn't belong there anymore. They had an opportunity a long time ago to put him in that scene, and they didn't. And I just think it's too late. It's almost like they're trying to manufacture like a Kofi Mania.
Yeah. He's just not the right person. He's just not.
He's just not. No. Do I think he deserves it? Yeah. But it's the time for him to have done it is gone. And forcing it down our throats is just... I mean, who's he going to beat? You know, that we actually will be cheering for him to beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just... I don't like it at all. Don't like it at all.
What if he's heel?
I mean, I would love that. If he wants to go full heel and have a complete character change and shave his head and shave his beard, you know what I'm saying? Like, have a complete package change. I am totally down with that. I mean, totally down with that.
That's when he first started growing the beard, was when he did that
heel.
Yeah, when he did that whole heel thing with Shinsuke and Cesaro.
Conspiracy.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. There's a conspiracy.
During the Thunderdome era.
Yeah, it's too late for me to care about Sammy anymore. It's just too late.
Yep.
So I think the wrong man in this match won, but again, if Cross's contract is not being renewed, then I who knows. And it's also unclear if the reason that the contract hasn't been signed is on WWE's part, or if Cross just doesn't want to. You know, and again, that makes it even more confusing for me, because I'm like, if Cross is like leading them on, why would you put him on a pay-per-view or PLE? You know what I mean? Are they really afraid that he's going to go to AEW?
I have no idea. Apparently, there's beef between him and Callis, so I don't know if they, involving Scarlett, I think.
Just both sides calling their bluff, I guess. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll find out within the next 30 days, though.
Yep.
You know, if he's on the next endeavored list.
Yep. I mean, for me, I didn't care about this match at all.
I wanted to. I was polling for it. I was like, I want to care. Cross has built up a following. The crowd was definitely behind him. He's got that look. He's got that voice. He's got all the tools. Now he just needs the creative to make it make sense. And we thought that the seeds were being planted with him, like whispering in everyone's ears.
Yeah.
And this is kind of where it ended. And it was like, really? All that for this? Okay.
Though I will say the entrance was pretty cool.
Cross's?
Yeah, Cross's.
Yeah, I love Cross's entrance.
Was pretty
super cool.
That was the first one that's been done on that scale.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool.
He must have felt great doing that too.
You could tell when him and Scarlett walked out and looked around, they were really taken aback, and they were kind of in awe. They
taking
really,
it in.
Yep, they really soaked it in.
You know, we made it, kind of a thing. That's not the first time I saw that in anyone's eyes.
Yep.
There was definitely some other people that we'll get to.
Yep.
That had that look on their face, which was really cool to see. All right, let's get to predictions. There's not much more to talk about.
I think we talked about it just about as long as the match was.
Yeah, I think so too.
8 minutes and change.
Yeah. Why does my head hurt?
All right. So you said you thought the wrong person won, so that means you must have picked Sammy. No, I'm sorry. You must have picked Cross, because you thought Cross should have won. And I thought maybe this would have been Cross putting over Sammy on the way out, and Sammy getting his run that they're trying to force on us. So I put 4 on it and 1, and you did not get it right.
Oh, man, this is a good boxing match so far.
We're
trading blows. I like it.
A bonus question. You referenced the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
It was offered. Someone tried to use it.
But
It was
no
offered
hit.
to the other person, and he did not use it. The question was, will it be used? Will it be used as offense? The answer was no. Oh,
He didn't write it down. That Red Bull gives you wings.
I wanted to not give you a point for it, but you
Oh,
earned a point for it, and I didn't. So
nice.
you salvaged a point on that, and
Nice.
I missed one.
All right. Let's get to the next match, which was surprisingly, I didn't. This is where one of my predictions was wrong as far as the lineup goes. Right smack dab in the middle of the card, the Women's World Championship, Women's WWE Championship. My bad. Tiffany Stratton defending against Jade Cargill. Let's do our ranking here. I'm always between two. It's like, do I go or do I not?
When in doubt, go high.
Historically, I've gone lower. I am going lower. Okay. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's do the recap. All right. So, at the beginning of the match, Jade quickly took Tiffany down with a big boot. Tiffany tried to regroup on the outside, but Jade pursued her. However, Jade's posing gave Tiffany the opening to gain the upper hand. Back in the ring, Tiffany delivered a swanton bomb, but Jade kicked out at 1. Jade then used her power to take back control of the match. The two exchanged strikes before Tiffany gained the upper hand and went for a moonsault, but Jade got her feet up. That was a good spot. When she did the moonsault and got very reminiscent of WrestleMania when I think Rhea did that to Io.
Yeah, that looked rough.
Yeah, looks nasty. Jade followed up with Jaded, but Tiffany's foot was on the rope, breaking the pin.
That looked
Jade
a little
then
rough too.
Yeah, that looked nasty. Jade then went for an avalanche Jaded, but Tiffany countered the move, hit the prettiest moonsault ever, and scored the victory, and still your WWE Women's Champion. Tiffy time.
Yep. You want me to start off this one?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Because you're 2 points higher than me, so I'm kind of curious.
And if you remember in the predictions, I kind of said that this one would probably start off with a cap of 7. And I gave it a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Reason is it seemed really short. It was the shortest match of night 1. Probably the shortest match of all the matches.
It was shorter than Cross and Sammy?
Yeah. Match Cross and Sammy
What?
was 8 minutes 10. And this match was 7 minutes 5.
Oh, wow.
Seconds.
Okay.
But
would not have guessed that.
This was the right amount of time. They didn't need to go longer. It's weird saying that Tiffany was a veteran in this match. I mean, yeah, Jade was in AEW for a couple years, but Tiffany is a lot further along than Jade is.
Mm-hmm.
Jade can't really go longer than that unless she's got someone to lead her for that long, whether it was Naomi at WrestleMania or Bianca or someone else. And
Right.
Tiffany really can't lead a match that long, much longer than that. So I think it was the right amount of time to get done what they needed to do. And it was a clean win,
Mm-hmm.
which made Tiffany look really good without Jade really losing too much.
Good thoughts. I was originally going to go with a 6, but then I thought I was giving it too much credit because I think First of all, I think it was Jade's best match that she's had.
Yep.
One-on-one. It was very clean. There wasn't a whole lot of missteps or bad timing or anything like that. So I liked it in that sense, and I liked the fact that it was short.
Yep.
I think my problem with it is twofold. It wasn't the match that I had the problem with. It was the build, which was basically zero. It was basically she won the Queen of the Ring, she got a match, and that's basically it. There was really no pull to this match, which is why it was in the middle of the card, and then twofold. I figured they were going to give her the win because they've been building her up, and now she has to go back down the card, and I'm like, okay, where does Jade go from here? Like, I don't know where, like, Tiffy's going to go on to her next defense, whoever that may be. Jade, I don't know, man. This felt like filler to me. Like, to me, honestly, this could have been the main event on SmackDown on Friday instead of at SummerSlam.
It could have.
I don't know.
Jade belongs on the big shows, but
yeah, so is Tiffy. But
she needs to be further along.
Yeah, I don't know.
They kind of referenced it on commentary, but I think the biggest disservice that Jade has had was being nationally televised from the beginning.
Yeah.
In high profile matches.
Yeah. Think about this. Mariah May went to NXT.
Yeah.
But Jade didn't. It's like,
I mean, they almost, WWE was almost kind of at a step back, or they were kind of at a disadvantage of Jade being as high profile as she was, as big a signing as she was.
She was like expected to be on the main roster, and
she was expected to be on the main roster and kind of pushed to be on there before she was ready. Yeah,
maybe that's why Mariah May went to NXT. Maybe they were like, we're not making that mistake again.
Right.
Yeah. So I was going to give it a 6 because it was Jade's best match, but I shouldn't be giving extra points just because someone's had a good match when they've, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It felt like charity points. So I was like, I'll go with 5. It was average. It was fine. It served its purpose. There was nothing wrong with it. That's kind of what I look at a 5 as something that was fine.
I thought it existed as good as it could have been between the two.
I think I do too. At least with the build that was given.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. How do we do on predictions on this one?
Well, there we go. You thought it was going to be the clock was going to break and Tiffy time was going to be over, but I just put batteries in and I thought Tiffy time was going to keep going, so I got 2 and you got 0. Like my little reference, I saw you kind of chuckling a little bit.
I mean, they sound straight ripped out of ChatGPT, but I know they're not. So,
you know what? Those weren't.
No, I could tell. Those were straight dad jokes, right ripped from the mind of Colt 2K.
That's the yes.
I don't mind them at all. I like them. It's entertainment value, baby.
So they're in New York, right? MetLife Stadium, home of the Giants and the Jets. So the question with Jade, the bonus question for this was, what color was Jade's gear going to be? So in my head, I'm thinking Giants and Jets colors were green and blue. So it was a coin flip. Was her gear going to be green or blue? I went with blue. and you went with green. So I got 0 and you got 1. Her theme
I was
Jamaican flag.
Yeah, she went with like a reggae
Yep.
kind of a
Which
theme.
was green
I
and yellow, but
chuckled.
the majority of it green.
Yeah, I chuckled when she came out because I didn't remember what the bonus questions were until I saw her in a green and yellow outfit, and I was like, I wonder if he's going to give me that point.
Yep.
It's half green.
Yep.
That's funny. All right. All right. Next match was,
and it's Jamaica. They're known more for green, other things too. So
well, that's true.
yes,
Jamaica, man.
The
All right. Next
ganja.
up was Orton and Jelly Roll versus McIntyre and Paul Logan.
Or as Drew McIntyre called him on SmackDown, he called him Smelly Hole.
Smelly Hole.
He called him Smelly Hole. Yeah.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do a rating here.
Ugh. Having second thoughts, third thoughts.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm raising it by a point.
Now the cap is only 10. So
the cap is only 10.
yeah. So if you were raising it to 10 and 11, you can't.
No, I don't think I'm quite that high.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
All right. Yeah, I'm going from a 3 to a 4. No, I'm just kidding. All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh!
Yes.
Oh, I like it. I like it. All right. So, let's do recap. So I hated this part. Logan was upset after spotting fans at ringside holding a "Logan is an outsider" sign. I like the idea of this spot after all the comments he made against Jelly, but it was so obvious that it was a smelly hole. But it was so obvious that it was a plant. You know, like some WWE person was just giving out these sheets to all the front row people. I was like, you guys can't do that. You can't manufacture that stuff. It's not. We all see through it.
Like the Bailey section. No, the hugger section.
Hugger section. Yeah,
Bailey,
they just gave out paper. Yeah. But I do like the idea of it. I just wish it was organic. As the match was starting, he took a cheap shot at Jelly Roll. An angry Jelly. I can't. Does he have a real name? I can't call him an angry Jelly. Jesus. An angry Roll.
Spicy Jelly. Is that better?
This is terrible. I can't believe his name is Jelly Roll. I'm looking up his real name. Hold on. What is his real name? What is Jelly Roll's real name? Jason DeFord.
It's not the Chevy. The Dodge.
It's not the Roll. The Hyundai.
The BMW.
You can tell it's late.
The Mercedes.
Wrestling Renaissance After Dark. All right. An angry Jason demanded the start to the match against Logan. After getting in some offense, Jelly tagged in McIntyre. Wait,
Jelly
what?
can't. What?
That doesn't make any sense.
Tagged in McIntyre.
There's definitely some.
Was that no DQ after dark?
Yeah. So someone was smoking something. Yeah, this was definitely Paul tagged in McIntyre. Orton called for a tag, but Jelly insisted on staying in the match against McIntyre. And although Jelly held his own at first against McIntyre, eventually McIntyre took firm control. Once Orton tagged in, the momentum shifted. He delivered his signature moves, including slamming both opponents onto the announce table. Love that backdrop into the announce table. It's always a fun spot.
Yeah.
However, McIntyre suddenly regained the advantage with a Claymore out of nowhere. The fight continued outside of the ring. Logan hit Jelly with a knockout punch, and with McIntyre's help, put him through the announce table with a flying splash from the top rope.
Which looked really freaking cool.
Yeah, so this is why I gave it 1 point extra, because I was like, you know what? Jelly didn't have to do that. He really didn't.
No.
I wouldn't take that. You know. So props to Jelly for sitting on that table praying to God that he doesn't die.
Is it wrong of me to say that there was padding
Oh, was there?
for Logan to land on?
Oh. Damn. I don't know. He lost 250 pounds or whatever, so.
I mean, he's just a shade under 300 still.
Jelly?
Yeah.
He's still 300 pounds after losing 250?
He's still 300.
He doesn't look like he's 300 pounds. Wow.
They were saying on the pre-show yesterday that his goal was to get under 300 for the match.
Holy smokes.
And instead he weighed in at 298.
Wow. Black is slimming.
Yep.
That's crazy. I never would have guessed that.
Yep.
All right. So after the splash. Oh.
Did you watch the interview that Jackie, I think it was, that Jackie Redmond had with him, the 2-part interview?
No.
He did, real quick, he did say one of his goals was to get under 300 pounds. 26, one of his goals was something. Oh, to get on the cover of like Health and Fitness or something like that. And then 2027, it was going to be to do a shirtless spread, which obviously is going to require,
some liposuction.
Well, I mean, maybe not necessarily lipo, but definitely the skin surgery.
Yeah.
Because he will. I mean, he said that he's got a.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. I'm not trying to be offensive. It's late. Yeah. I giggle at a lot of things.
But yeah,
no,
he said that he's got a ton of extra already.
I mean, if you lost 250 pounds, that's a couple of me. Yeah. It's a lot of people.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So I mean, great on him for.
Does he want to lose more weight?
Yeah. Yeah.
How much weight does he want to lose?
I don't know. Probably another. I don't know. Probably get down to 250, 240, maybe. I don't know. He didn't say.
Smokes. All right. So after. Is it bad to say he landed on padding? Okay. I literally thought you meant there was one of those airbag things under the desk that they used to do for Shane McMahon and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I clued in. All right. Officials began escorting Jelly back to the back, but he returned to the ring to assist Orton. Jelly delivered a choke slam to Logan, which didn't look good.
It looked good because Logan jumped really high.
Yeah, it looked fine. It didn't look as good as the one. Did you see him on Fallon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that chokeslam looked perfect. That was awesome. But yeah, Jelly delivered a chokeslam to Logan Paul and then a boss man slam to McIntyre. After saving Logan from a pin, McIntyre took down Jelly with a Claymore. Orton hit an RKO on McIntyre, but then Logan threw Orton out of the ring. Logan then pinned Jelly with a frog splash. Your winners, McIntyre and Logan Paul.
Surprising.
It's very surprising. My assumption is that Jelly didn't want to win, because I know he's a big wrestling fan. So I'm assuming he was like, "There's no way I would win in this fight. Can we just, I'll take the pin. It's fine." I have to assume. As good as Orton is, he would not be able to fend off McIntyre and Logan Paul. I wouldn't believe it if he won. So I'm actually quite glad that McIntyre and Logan Paul won.
Okay.
I'm a little disappointed that Logan got the pin, though. That's a little. I mean, it makes sense story wise, but kind of wish that McIntyre would be thrown some love.
Yeah.
seems to get the short end of every stick. So
he does kind of. But I mean, yeah. But for the story, Logan pinning the outsider is makes sense, and
makes
you can
sense.
come out on Raw on that. Yeah, you can come out on Raw or SmackDown or whatever show he's just on. I think he's supposed to be on Raw.
Logan.
Yeah. So he can come out on Raw and say that he got the outsider out of the business.
Yeah, and then who steps up to him now? Maybe this is like an Orton Logan thing.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny and Logan Paul.
Bad Bunny. Travis Scott.
Just load up the celebrities.
Yep.
Good God. Yeah. So yeah, I was gonna give it a 5, but I gave it a 6 because Jelly. He took some bumps that he didn't need to. But man, he looked.
Give me one sec. Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was trying to think of the word. He looked a little. I think one of the terms that a lot of trainers use in pro wrestling when they're training people is happy feet, where they shuffle.
Yeah.
They don't keep planted. They don't. They're constantly moving their feet. And Jelly had that. He also really didn't. He doesn't move. you know what I'm saying? Like when he ducked, he doesn't like bend over. He just kind of just does like a I'm ducking, like a head movement. So he could have used some better movement there, but maybe he's just limited in that way. I don't know.
I mean, he did good enough. Just the bar is set so high for celebrity involvement that anything short of Bad Bunny or Logan Paul,
it's hard to compete.
It's
But I mean, they set the bar. So WWE's got to be careful with these celebrity matches now. It's got to be. I mean, this match wasn't bad. It was entertaining, but there was some slow spots, and it was like, it just didn't need to be there, quite frankly. But it was what it was.
Yep.
It existed. How do we do on predictions?
Predictions. We both kind of said that we were a little surprised. That means that we didn't expect it, so we both hit RK roll for the win, and we were both wrong.
Yeah.
We both.
I don't remember what the bonus question
hit the goose egg. It was going to be, or it was not. It was going to be. It was. Was Jelly Roll going to hit the RK roll? And or the RKO.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I thought he would, and you thought he wouldn't. So you got the 1, and I got 0. He did not hit 1.
Based on how he moves in the ring, it's no surprise that he didn't do the RKO. I don't think he took a single. I don't know. He took a couple of bumps in the ring, but I just can't see him like jumping up and. Yeah, it's a little too. Need some dexterity and some movement.
Really, all he would have to do is just kind of run forward a little bit and then fall on his back. I mean, he wouldn't necessarily.
Yeah, he could do like
jump.
the old style Bubba cutter. Remember that?
Yeah.
Where they just stand, or like a DDP cutter.
Yeah, like the DDP cutter, and just stand there and
fall.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to what ended up being the main event of SummerSlam Saturday. Gunther defending his World Heavyweight Championship against CM Punk. Let's do our rating.
I did record the last one, didn't I? Yep, I did. Okay. Sim says the next celebrities they'll get in there is the band Oasis. They'll come in and wrestle, setting the bar even higher. I believe they would go in there and instead of live forever, they would wrestle forever because the name of their song is Live Forever. And then at the end of their run, they
I feel shame.
would not look back in anger. You want me to stop telling Oasis jokes?
I was trying to think of my own, but I hit the wonder wall.
You see, my ex-wife, I would always sing Oasis, right?
Yeah.
She just looked at me one day and said, "Will you stop singing Oasis?" I said, "Maybe."
Oh shit. Oh my god. This comedy hour brought to you by Oasis.
Yes.
All right, I got mine.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Oh, wait. I was like, wait, what? Okay. 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 Let's do a recap. The two began with a feeling out process in the early moments. Punk targeted Gunther's arm, but his momentum was halted by one of Gunther's signature chops. Punk fought back with chops of his own, but Gunther maintained the upper hand. Gunther countered Punk's GTS attempt, while Punk managed to avoid Gunther's sleeper hold. Gunther applied a sharpshooter to Punk, but Punk reversed it into a sharpshooter of his own. Very cool spot.
Yes.
Punk, now bleeding from the chest due to the chops, began to build momentum against Gunther. However, Gunther caught him on the top rope and slammed him into the mat. Gunther then came off the top rope with a splash, but Punk kicked out. After countering the GTS, Gunther delivered 2 powerbombs to Punk, but Punk kicked out once again. The fight spilled to the outside as Gunther gloated on the announce desk. Punk knocked him off the desk, sending him face first into the announce table. And then he was busted open. Back in the ring, Punk delivered a big elbow drop. However, Gunther countered the GTS with a sleeper hold. Punk managed to escape and then hit 2 GTS finishers to win the championship and new World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk. However, it did not end there.
We're just doing the match, right?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
you're scaring me.
There's a reason.
Okay. All right. So the match.
Yes, just the match.
So the match. Amazing technical showcase. 2 of the best in the ring. Just counters and hard hits and storytelling and psychology galore. It was so well done. Obviously, you think it was nearly perfect.
So why'd you give it an 8?
So I could have given it a 9. I think 10 is too high for me.
Okay.
I had 2 problems with the match. Number 1, Punk took a fucking beating in this match, especially compared to Gunther. So the CM Punk's win was kind of... it was fine. You know, it had its reason with him falling on the desk and being busted open, and now he was having trouble breathing and blah 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 blah. He was bleeding. So I get the ending. I just think that Punk took such an insane beating compared to Gunther that it was a little... I don't know. I just didn't buy it perfectly, you know. And then my other problem was the way that he busted his nose open. He got... Gunther's not someone who like would do something like that. First of all, he wouldn't just leave his opponent on the floor, get up on the desk, and gloat to the crowd, and then be taken advantage of in that way. You know, like that was a Drew McIntyre moment, and I know that that's what it was. It was an ode to that moment of Punk tripping Drew McIntyre, and now he's tripping Gunther. Like I got the premise,
yeah,
but I just didn't buy that Gunther would put himself in that position. And then on top of that, the bump looked weak. Like I wanted a much better bump if he was going to bleed like that.
Yeah.
He didn't even like. They showed the replay, and his face doesn't even hit the
It didn't seem
table.
to. Maybe
No.
maybe he hit it when he rolled off.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or maybe he just bladed, or something on the other when he got on the outside. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know how he continued to bleed in the ring, so he definitely bladed. I just don't know where because I couldn't find. Like I was looking for the cut and I couldn't find it. So
You know what? Maybe if he was wearing a mask like El Grande Americano, he wouldn't have gotten busted open.
Maybe. Well, they're saying he broke his nose. Now, apparently that's a legitimate injury that he's been dealing with. It's some sort of nose injury and he has to go for surgery or something like that. But the storytelling aspect was that he broke his nose.
Yeah.
So it was just a little confusing for me. I just think there could have been 60 better ways of busting his face open than just tripping him on the top of the announce table. I was just like, oh, okay. That's it.
Or-
That's how he gets busted open. Okay,
Or
sure.
he's gotten some kind of lucky shot on him with something.
Yeah, like that. I could think of 1,000 different ways that he could have been busted open, and it just. I was very confused basically when I was watching the match when he came up. Like he just kind of disappeared for a while. And I'm like, where'd Gunther go? Like I know he tripped on the table, but like that's all that happened. I thought Punk was going to capitalize on it and then put him through the table.
Yeah.
But he just kind of like went back in the ring, and then Gunther appeared like a minute later, and he had blood covering his face, and I was like, oh, okay, they're going with blood. That's cool. Weird though. He just kind of tripped on the table, so that's kind of why I lowered it a little bit. Was those two reasons?
Okay.
I could update it to a 9. I know I'm being a little nitpicky because it really was an amazing technical showcase. I was enthralled the whole match. But yeah.
Okay. So, have you seen all the Rocky movies?
I don't think I've seen any of them. To be honest with you.
Okay.
I've seen parts of all of them,
Okay.
but I've never seen like a full movie from
right.
start to finish.
So my favorite's Rocky 4, the one where he goes against the Russian, the big giant Russian, roided up, perfect athlete, right?
Is that the one with Hogan in it?
No, 3 is the one with Hogan.
Okay.
Before he's like the perfect athlete, and he ends up killing Apollo Creed in his match with him.
Literally?
Yeah.
He kills him?
He dies in the ring. Kills
What?
Apollo Creed, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I gotta watch these movies.
Yeah. So Rocky has a fight with Drago, who is his name. Drago just beats the shit out of him for about 8 or 9, 10 rounds. Or like 8 or 9 rounds. Just beats the shit out of him. And Rocky lands one lucky blow where he busts Drago's face up and busts him open. And just the sight of his own blood, he starts freaking out, and Rocky just goes into him and beats him for the last 2 or 3 rounds, and then knocks him out right at the end. That's essentially what this was that fight. They stayed in the ring the whole time, which I loved.
Yeah, 95% of the match was in the ring. Yeah.
I mean, they just. I made a joke that Gunther was treating Punk like it was a UFC fight.
Yeah.
Which Punk just notoriously got his ass kicked in the 2 fights that he was in. I mean, he treated him like he was in another UFC fight. He just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
But once Punk got him with that one lucky blow, the face plant on the table, and Gunther got busted up, he just lost it, and that ended up costing him the match.
So Gunther's got 2 weaknesses now:
blood and a chokehold.
Submissions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I thought it was great. I thought it was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
I thought it was a masterpiece, chef's kiss.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I came close. You know what? Upgrade mine to a 9.
Okay.
I think maybe I was a little too nitpicky. I can't give it a 10 just because I do have those problems with it. They haven't disappeared or anything. It's just so weird to me that they thought they were like, okay, we need We need to get Gunther's nose busted open. How do we do that? Oh, I'll just trip him on the announce table.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then after that happened, and Punk kind of crawled back and rested his back on the apron, they were outside for a long time.
Yeah,
and
they were. Yeah,
and the ref wasn't counting for a while.
One.
Yeah, if make it a really slow count at least.
Two.
Yeah, but they didn't count for a long time.
Yeah,
but that didn't really. But that didn't take enough away to make me take a point off.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, should I continue?
Now you can continue. Yes.
Now continue with the recap.
Yes.
After the match, CM Punk celebrated, and as he rose the title up into the air, Seth Rollins' music hits. He comes out on crutches and a knee brace with Paul Heyman, and commentary team says, there's Seth Rollins out here to remind Punk that he's waiting in the wings with Money in the Bank briefcase. Punk goes to leave. Or not Punk. Rollins goes to leave. And then he stops, throws away the crutches, takes off the knee brace, rips his shirt off, and heads for the ring to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase. He struck Punk multiple times with the briefcase in the head, by the way.
Yep.
I'm not sure that's allowed. Enjoy your fine, Rollins.
That's not a chair.
Well, that's true. So he cashed in the Money in the Bank, curb stomped Punk's ass, and your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth frackin' Rollins.
Are we going to rate that match? Technically, it was a match.
Technically, it was a match. I mean, I won. It was. It's, you know, how am I supposed to give it more than a one?
That's your match.
2 seconds long.
That's your rating. Seriously?
I mean, it was just a. Oh, are we rating the moment or are we rating the match?
It was a match.
I mean, if it was just the match was basically a curb stomp and then a pin. Because he hit him with the briefcase before the bell, right?
He did. Okay.
So it was just a curb stomp and a pin.
Okay.
So I would give it a 1 if that's the case.
I'm at a 3.
It's a 3.
I'm at a 3. Yeah.
As for the moment, it's, you know, sometimes it's nice to be right. And then other times you're like, I wish I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing, is that it's hard for me to like give feedback on what happened here because I don't know what's going to happen next. Without that knowledge, I don't like it. But if he comes out on Monday with a new theme song, with a name for his stable, with he drops the freaking, and it's a new package, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, all right, this is the new beginning for Seth Rollins. Then I'm okay with it. Then I like it. But if he comes out on Monday Night Raw as Seth freaking Rollins with the same fucking music, stable's got no fucking name, etc., so on and so forth, then I hate it. I hate it. Like this has to be treated as the next step.
So do you want
to me like it?
Any kind of dirt, any kind of news that's reported? Okay.
Because I am going to watch Raw.
Okay.
Just to see the fallout from all this.
I believe one of those things that you mentioned will be addressed.
Okay. Well, all of it has to be addressed for me.
Okay.
So, we'll see. But I'm kind of just like, here's the thing. I'm glad that they do swerves. And I'm glad that they are doing this thing where they're like keeping things close to the chest and they're only telling a certain amount of people. But we still figured it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We didn't figure out that Cena was turning heel, for example. We didn't figure that out. No one saw that coming, right? But a lot of people saw this coming. And you can kind of tell from the crowd reaction. So the initial crowd reaction was cheers, but then as he won the title, it was kind of like, oh, okay, we were right. We figured it out. We cracked the code, and it was kind of just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's almost like you spoiled it for yourself because they couldn't mask the work enough. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's a wrestling thing.
I loved it. I mean, one, because I was right. But when the music first hit and Heyman comes out by himself, and then Rollins came out with a suit on, and the crutches and the big giant knee brace, right? First thing I looked for was, is he wearing wrestling boots or is he wearing shoes? He was wearing shoes. I thought, wow, maybe he's not cashing in. And they said the whole thing, you know, he's got until June next year, cash in. He's coming out to, you know, just let Punk know that he's going to be watching him. He's still around, whatever. I got a little bit of doubt that he was going to be cashing in. But they just let it linger, let it linger, let it linger. Punk turns, starts to go back to Gorilla, and he just stops. And
Rollins.
Yeah. Seth turns around, and then he stops, and I'm like, oh, shit, it's happening.
Mm-hmm. Well, something gave it away before he did that, and I don't think anyone else caught it, but at least I haven't seen anyone else mention it, but when Seth turned around to go back to Gorilla, Paul didn't go with him. And that's what gave it away for me. I was like, why is Paul not follow? Oh, he's okay. Because Paul was basically just watching him leave with a smile on his face. And I was like, oh, okay, you kind of gave away the moment there for me. But I can see that if you didn't notice that Paul was still sitting there, that would be a cool moment. So maybe it just didn't hit for me perfectly. And also, and this is just the fan, the mark in me. It was so nice to see Punk get the title, and then it gets taken away from him. It was just like, it felt like Drew McIntyre all over again, where I'm like, yeah. Oh, shit. So,
I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I think it was probably much better for other people than it was for me. but I enjoyed it. It was definitely a match of the night, for sure, as well.
What, the 10-second match?
No, definitely not. Yeah, no, the Gunther Punk match.
Okay.
All right, let's get to predictions. We're only halfway through this bad boy.
All right. So neither one of us thought Gunther was going to win the match, which is sad because all he does is lose the big pay-per-views.
Yeah.
You got 3 and I got 0. But of course, that is because I thought Rollins would cash in during the match. I didn't think it would happen during the match. Or I thought it would happen during the match and not after. So you got 3 points for that. Bonus point. Punk, was he going to wear the short trunks or the long johns? And he wore the short shorts. So we both got 1 point for that.
He wore cool colors too. Was that the Giants colors? It was like a light blue.
No.
No? Okay. Yeah, he wore like a light blue and white jacket and gear.
And just for the sake of us being right and calling it over the last few weeks, I'm giving us another bonus point for saying that Seth Rollins was going to cash in.
Nice.
So, another bonus point for us. That's executive privilege.
I like it. Executive Vice President Colts UK.
And
EVP.
well, and I guess technically, although we didn't agree on it beforehand, but technically that was a match, and we both thought Rollins was going to win. So I'll say it's a bonus point for the match for him winning.
There you go.
Which those always count as 1 point.
Yeah. So that was night one. It had its ups and downs, but it ended on a pretty positive note, I thought. Started and ended on good positive notes.
I mean, is Seth cashing in and winning a positive note since he's a heel?
I mean, it was an entertaining note.
It's a big moment.
Yeah, it's a moment.
It's a big, huge moment.
Heist of the century twice.
Ruse
in a career.
Of the century is what
Ruse of the century.
Michael Cole called this.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily call it that, though. I was like, it would only be a ruse if you convinced everyone that you were actually injured and there was too many cracks in your story.
Yeah.
Too many cracks in the coverage of that. So I don't know. Heist of the century makes total sense because no one saw him cashing in at WrestleMania. So. All right. So that's night one. Let's get to night two, which was tonight. So these are all fresh in my memory. And kicking off the show was not a match I expected to kick off the show. That was the triple threat. Once again, night two of a big show is being started off with a triple threat women's match. Of course, we've got Naomi defending her World Heavyweight Championship against Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Let's do our ratings. He's in a mood, man. He's been great all day.
You must have seen the end of the event tonight.
He did. He was watching it with me. He was on my lap all day. Or all night watching the show.
You got yours?
No, I'm thinking.
Deciding if I'm going to change them or not.
You changed my Punk Gunther match to a 9, right?
I did.
Okay. Then I've got mine for this one.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Oh, okay.
I changed mine from an 8 to a 7.
All right, let's do the recap. So, first off, something to note is that Naomi's father, I guess a well-known guitarist, legendary guitarist, not sure what his name was, played her entrance, which was very cool. Very, very,
very cool. Yeah.
The match itself, Naomi wanted Rhea and Io to fight, so she left the ring, but Rhea and Io initially worked together to go after Naomi. But eventually, Rhea accidentally hit Io with a big boot. Naomi took advantage and dominated the match for quite a while. Naomi looked like a badass. Like she was crushing both of them for like a good 10 minutes, felt like. Rhea and Io eventually regrouped and worked over Naomi. After Naomi was sent out of the ring, Rhea and Io finally went after each other. Io built up momentum against her two opponents. She took out Rhea with a moonsault, but Naomi stopped her from picking up the win. Rhea hit the Riptide on Naomi, but Io broke up the pin. When all three women ended up on the outside, Io powerbombed Rhea onto Naomi on the outside of the ring. That was a cool spot. Back in the ring, Rhea delivered an avalanche Riptide to Io, but Naomi rolled up Rhea, pulling on her tights to secure the victory. And still, your World Heavyweight Champion, Naomi.
Yes.
So yeah, I thought it was a great match. I didn't really have any problems with it per se. And it flowed really well, and there wasn't really any there wasn't really any downtime. It was really good. It was a great opener. Which is why I gave it an 8. My only real problem with it is that it really didn't push any story forward. The Io Rhea feud feels like it's been going on for like a year, and it still doesn't really have an ending. And now we're after SummerSlam, and it still doesn't really have an ending.
Right.
And Naomi's still champion, so who's she going to defend against? It can't beat Rhea or Io again, right? So it's like, I don't know. This is the problem with the women's division right now, is that it's so stacked, but it's stacked right at the top. You know what I'm saying? Like there's the same 6 women that are up there, and it's hard to take them down from there because they put on banger matches constantly. They're so good. Rhea is so good. Io, had you asked me back in the day when Io joined up with Bailey and Kairi Sane and what do they call that thing? Damage Control.
Damage Control, yeah.
I never would have guessed that she would end up being like one of the best female wrestlers in the main event scene. Like she just belongs there, you know. It's hard to take Ripley and Sky out of the main event scene because they're so good. Like you put them in a match and you're pretty much guaranteed to have an amazing experience watching them.
Yeah.
So I just don't know where any of these women go now. I don't know where they go.
Yeah, I mean it's crowded up there. Maybe Rhea and Io can just have a feud outside of the title, and someone else can come try to take Naomi on.
I feel like Rhea needs to go to SmackDown.
Yeah, she needs to go to SmackDown.
She's been on Raw for so long, and there's just the same people, you know.
Yep.
She needs a fresh roster, or we can have a draft, which we still haven't had.
I mean, maybe that'll come up soon. Some kind of transfer window or something.
Yeah. So I don't have much more to say about it. It was great.
It was.
Great
I mean,
opener.
I gave it a 7. I know I gave the one at Mania a 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this wasn't as good as the Mania.
No,
but it was still great though.
I mean, fair or unfair, that's just what I have to compare it to, because it was in the same exact spot as the one at Mania was.
Literally,
it was the opening one, and two of the three people are the same.
Yeah,
it wasn't bad, but it just
it's great.
It
just didn't do anything.
Nothing really that memorable.
If the only thing it really accomplished was it made Naomi look like a beast, which is good.
Yeah.
Which good for her.
Should, because she's the champion after all.
Yeah. She did get kind of a cheap win, unfortunately.
But that's the character. That's what she's supposed to do.
Yeah, but she did dominate a big part of the match, so she could have got a legit win. So I don't know. It was great. It was a great opener, but yeah, it didn't do enough forward momentum booking for me. All right, how do we do on predictions?
So we both thought that it was too soon to take the title off Naomi. 3 weeks was not a long enough reign for her, so Trinity won, and I got 2, and you got 5. So you opened up with 5s on both nights.
Nice.
And
I don't remember the bonus.
Bonus question: can't have a multi-man match on a card and not ask the who takes the loss question. So who takes the loss? We both thought it was going to be Demity. So we both got it.
What a weird name,
She's Australian, so.
Demity? Like, I've never even heard that name before. Or is it Demity?
Demity, yeah, Demity. That's all right. What the Rusev Sheamus match is going to be. It's going to be Demity.
Rusev Sheamus.
It's going to be Demity.
Demity men.
So we both started off hot on this one.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. All right, next up, what's the TLC match with the Wyatt Six defending against, let me take a breath here, Andrade and Rey Fenix Fraxium, Street Profits, Motor City Machine Guns, and DIY. Let's do our rating. Curious what you'll give this one. All right, I'm ready.
Yep.
Wow, you didn't have to think about that one.
Nope.
Interesting. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's the biggest gap we've ever had, I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
Wow, I can't wait to hear this.
Hey.
All right, let's do the recap. All right, so I'm trying to think if everyone had a cool entrance. Yeah, I think everyone had a cool entrance. Andrade and Phoenix didn't have a combined entrance, which was interesting. Still feels weird. So I like the Street. This is the first time I've actually been able to hear the Street Profits new theme song.
Yeah,
which is not new. They've had it for what, 8 months probably. I don't even know anymore.
Well, I think it's the same one that they had when they first started
Turned
with
heel.
Bobby Lashley.
Yeah. So that's what I mean by new. It was a while ago. This is the first time. I mean, that's how often they're on a PLE.
I mean, they were at WrestleMania 40 with Bobby Lashley.
Holy shit! So it's been over a year.
This was over.
So they've
over a year and a half.
Have they really not been on a PLE in that long?
I don't think so.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so yeah, this was the first time I heard their theme song, and I was like, it's definitely not as catchy as their face one, but I kind of dig it though. It's got a good groove to it. I just wish you could hear it better sometimes.
I mean, they don't come out to a big reaction, so if you see them on SmackDown, you'll hear it.
No, that's true. Earlier in the show, I had mentioned that who was it came out and looked very overwhelmed. Cross and Scarlett taking a look around. Pretty much every single one of these teams came out with like a starry-eyed look in their face of like, holy shit, they actually gave us a spot on a card, and not just any card, a stadium card. Like, they all looked like they were in heaven coming out there.
Yeah.
Felt good.
Except Axiom.
I felt good for them. Except for Axiom, you couldn't tell. He may have been crying under there. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who wouldn't? El Grande Americano.
That's true. I like what Wade calls Axiom. Did you hear what he calls him?
I don't remember.
Blur.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's get to the recap. The match began with all teams targeting Loomis and Gacy. The remaining teams took turns hitting each other with high-flying moves. Fraxium made the first attempt to climb the ladder, but were stopped by Loomis and Gacy, who attacked them with chairs. The Street Profits set up stacks of tables outside the ring as the action continued. Phoenix attempted to stand on Andrade's shoulders to grab the titles, which was a sick spot. He ran, Andrade just stood there, and Phoenix just jumped on top of his shoulders and started reaching for the titles. I was like, holy shit, the balance, man. Like, I can't even fathom thinking about doing something like that, let alone seeing someone accomplish that.
Yeah.
Like, the perfect jump and the perfect balance that you need to have to accomplish that is insane.
That was really cool.
Oh, mind-blowing. DIY tried to throw Ford into a table, but Ford launched himself over the table, over the turnbuckle, onto the competitors on the outside of the ring. Also a crazy spot. That's a high jump, man. That's like a 7-foot jump. That was crazy. Gargano delivered a DDT to Gacy off the apron through a bridged table, and then Loomis put Ford through another table with a jumping leg drop, which he almost missed. I love the look on his face when he jumped. He was like, "Oh shit, I'm going too far. Gotta pull back."
Yeah,
almost overshot it. Phoenix then put Frazier through a table with a frog splash from the top rope, and then Axiom put Dawkins through a table with a Spanish fly, prompting a holy shit chant from the crowd. Candice LeRae.
Your favorite move, the Spanish fly.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate that move, but it looks nasty when they do something like that. When they do like a table spot. Remember when when Ricochet and Paul tried to do that and they fucked up in the ropes and managed to do it, but like it looked like Paul went like head first into the table. It was nasty.
Yeah, one of them, I think it was Ricochet's, pretty much muscled him through. He's like, "We're fucking doing this."
Yeah, he's like, "I don't care, man. Come on, come on, I'm pulling you."
Yep.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We're committed to it. Fucking make it good. Make it as good as you can. And
so good. Candice LeRae got in the ring on behalf of DIY and attempted to climb a ladder, but B-Fab, on behalf of the Street Profits, stopped her. Nikki Cross, on behalf of the Wyatt Six, then went after B-Fab. Candice climbed again, but DIY were accidentally knocked into the ladder, causing Candice to crash through a ladder bridge below, which looked fucking nasty.
So, in the time that she first climbed the ladder and stood there and waited,
so I went back and looked at that spot because you had mentioned that before the show. She wasn't under the titles. She was like 3 feet away.
She reached up and grabbed them.
Oh, and she didn't keep them
there and just stood there holding the thing, waiting. I had time to go to the bathroom and come back. I don't
think that was her fault. I think that was someone's cue. Someone's cue was missed.
Yeah.
And
reminded me of
who was it?
Ali, Mustafa Ali, standing at the top of the ladder waiting for
Lesnar.
And the music hits and he's just standing there.
Yeah.
Looking at it.
Like, grab it, you moron.
Yeah. She's just standing there waiting.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who accidentally pushed DIY into the ladder.
Yeah.
But whoever it was took a little too long.
And then there was another spot in the match that same kind of thing.
Yeah. We'll probably get to it.
But
her crash through the ladder was nasty. She went like sideways.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was someone who would take a bump like that.
She look up Cedric Alexander, Candice LeRae. What's that move that he does? The crack
50 splash?
No, the
that's Ricochet.
The back thing where he does a little suplex thing and does a back.
Oh, the backcracker.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And she just flopped like she was just dead from it.
oh, he did it on her?
He did it on her.
In NXT?
Oh, no, this was on the Indies before they were both in NXT.
Okay, I was going to say. Well, I'll give you a live reaction here. Cedric Alexander and Candice LeRae. Lumbar check.
Yeah, lumbar check.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Gravity just ceased to exist for her.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean she was like a hardcore, or she would do some of those hardcore stuff.
Oh, okay.
On the Indies beforehand.
Well, she took that bump.
Yeah.
And it looked nasty.
Yeah.
Let's see what happened next. Ford tried to climb a ladder but was stopped by Eric Rowan. The Profits fought back and put Rowan through a table. Eric Rowan did like a really bad looking choke slam or something on somebody. I don't remember what the move was. I thought it was a choke slam, but he did some sort of really bad move on somebody. Maybe that was later. While Ciampa was grabbing the titles, Frazier and Axiom pulled the ladder out from underneath him. Ciampa was then hanging onto the titles in midair. Frazier then went for a spear in midair in an ode to Edge and Jeff Hardy. But Ciampa dodged it by pulling himself vertical upside down on the titles.
Yeah.
Which was sick.
Ciampa
That was
when he was
sick.
hanging there.
Yeah, absolutely sick. Multiple teams attempted to climb the ladders, but Uncle Howdy knocked them off, sending DIY through the stacked tables outside the ring. Also looked very nasty. Andrade delivered a sunset flip powerbomb to Uncle Howdy through a ladder bridge. However, the Wyatt Six recovered and took out the remaining competitors. With Loomis watching, Gacy was able to retrieve the titles, and still your WWE Tag Team Champions, the Wyatt Six. Okay, so I gave it an 8.
Yeah.
You gave it a 4.
Yeah.
Lead us off, sir.
That's just a clusterfuck.
It was a spot fest.
Not really a lot of psychology. I mean, it's a TLC match. You don't expect
they had great psychology. Yeah, I mean, they had a ton of psychology in the TLC at WrestleMania 17. But when you have 12 people and then 3 additional people, so 15 people involved in the match.
5. You had Rowan, Howdy.
Oh, yeah. Rowan and Howdy.
And 3 women.
4. And 3 women. Yeah. So, yes. So, 17?
Yeah.
My math. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking people. So, yeah, this I wasn't expecting a match where there was going to be a shitload of psychology. I was expecting just a spot fest, and that's what I got. That's what it was. It was just chaos and calamity and moments.
And with them referencing and making a big deal about it being the 25th anniversary of the first TLC match, I think it was just overkill on spots.
Yeah, I mean, it probably would have benefited from just having 3 teams because there would have been more psychology to the match.
Yeah.
But I thought it was super entertaining for what it was. I mean, I was really happy for the guys that were in the match because they finally got a spot. The reason I didn't give it any higher than an 8 was for that reason. Like you said, there was really no story to the match. It was just a match, but a crazy match. And it also felt rushed in some spots. Like there was a bunch of spots where they didn't give time for the crowd to digest what they just saw, which always bugs me when that happens. I'm trying to see if I can give you a specific example, but
I mean, there was just table spot after table spot after table spot.
Yeah, I did like the 4 table spots in a row on the 4 corners. That was cool. Yeah. I like that.
Okay.
But que sera, we're definitely just on different ends of the spectrum here. And then I liked it. I was entertaining.
The true AEW fan in you comes out.
Yeah. I completely admit it was junk food wrestling. So I thought it did what it was designed to do. So I enjoyed it. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh yeah, Bubba Ray Dudley, Devon Dudley, and Matt and Jeff Hardy were all at ringside, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Jeff looked good. I don't know if you saw him, but
he's doing good.
Yeah, so hopefully he stays that way.
Staying clean and staying good and staying healthy. So that's a good thing.
I bet it. Yeah, I bet it was difficult for them to hear. So when Alicia Taylor introduced the Dudleys, they were introduced as the WWE Hall of Famers, the Dudleys, and then the Hardys were introduced as WWE icons.
Yeah,
because they're not in the Hall of Fame.
Hardys got the bigger pop, though.
They did.
Hardys,
but
Hards.
They've also been gone from WWE for a lot longer. I feel like, but Bubba shows up all the time.
True.
And you know, the Hardys are always more over for reasons that I'll never understand.
The kids,
yeah, they just like
and the grown up, or the kids then love them then, they love them now, and then their kids love them.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Good.
All right. How'd we do on predictions on this one?
Oh yeah, predictions, that part.
The match was so long that it distracted you.
And the best part of the match for me, the bell to end it.
Oh, damn. That's crazy.
And it's not because I got it wrong. And like I said, I got it wrong. I thought it was going to be Andrade and Ray, and you guessed it was going to be the Wyatt shit. 6. I'm sorry. It's
I
late,
wasn't
right?
confident at all, but
I mean, hard to be completely confident when there's 6 to choose from.
6 teams. Yeah.
And bonus question.
Oh, and then this one's tough. I honestly don't remember the answer to this one.
Don't remember the answer. Don't remember the question.
Oh, I remember the question.
I'm surprised you don't remember.
Who was the first to grab the titles or touch them?
Team to touch the titles. You called it out in the recap. It was Ray Phoenix.
Oh, did I? Oh.
Remember when he jumped on Andrade and reached up?
Oh, right. He did great. He did touch the titles.
Yeah.
I'm picturing like somebody on a ladder grabbing them for the first time, but you're right. It was Phoenix.
He did touch the title. I had to rewind it to make sure he touched it. And by God,
that's crazy.
He did touch it. He jumped and reached that high. He was able to touch it.
I want to watch that match again now.
Yeah. Oh, I'll watch that spot again, but not the whole match. I'm not that drunk. I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be the Street Profits, and you thought it was going to be Fraxium. So we both missed it.
Gotcha. All right. Let's go on to the next match, which was the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Becky defending against Lyra. Let's do our rating. Ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Let's get to the recap here. So, Becky Lynch made her entrance with new music, finally, by the Wonder Years. New Titantron as well. I like it. Oh, you don't like it?
I didn't really like it.
No, I thought it was pretty good. I think anything's better than her old theme at this point.
Nothing about the Wonder Years has been good since Winnie Cooper.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I thought it was good. But you know, music's a taste thing.
And you're Canadian, so.
And I'm Canadian, you know, and that impacts everything.
Yes. It must be all the smoke in your ears.
Smoking a pancake.
Yes.
Pipe on a grape. The two quickly began brawling outside the ring. Becky grabbed a kendo stick, but Lyra countered with a crowbar. Becky then used a chair against Lyra and sent her into the steel steps. She continued to build momentum with repeated kendo stick and chair attacks. Becky hit Lyra with a toolbox, but Lyra kicked out. Becky used a zip tie to restrain Lyra, then attacked her with a wrench. Sorry.
A wrench.
I don't know if you could hear Zante's playing in his paper pile. Yeah, that wrench was pretty plasticky, eh?
Yeah.
What the heck? Who was the prop guy who made that piece of shit?
Probably the same one that made the barbed wire bat with Edge and Christian. I'm sorry, Cope and Christian.
Cope and Christian. Yeah, that wrench. When I saw the wrench bouncing in the ring, I was like, a real wrench is pretty freaking heavy. That's not going to bounce. Yeah, that was bad. And it also had like a curve to it. It bent at some point. It's brutal. But yeah, after getting hit with the wrench, Lyra kicked out. Becky hung Lyra up against the ring post and continued to attack her with a kendo stick in what felt like an ode to Cena and Orton back in the day at Breaking Point. I don't know if you remember that.
No.
Yeah, it was during Orton's like psycho phase, and then they had like an I Quit match, I think it was, and he handcuffed him to the top of the ring post just like that, and just beat him mercilessly with a kendo stick. Lyra managed to fight back by getting her arms around Becky while she was still clasped together. Yeah. And started headbutting her. Despite her hands still being restrained, she delivered a moonsault to Becky, which was super impressive and also scary that she attempted that with her hands tied. Lyra then used a fire extinguisher and finally freed herself from the zip tie under the ring, which was not explained, by the way, and really pissed me off. I was like, she just climbed under the ring and magically her zip ties were undone. So in other words, there was a crew member under there who cut it for her.
Maybe. I don't know.
So annoying. Outside the ring, Lyra hit Becky with the Nightwing from the steel steps onto the floor. That looked nasty AF.
Thump. Sounded like it hurt.
That, you know what that thump sound is? That's the air being removed from her entire body. That just sucks, man. Back in the ring, Lyra was sent into an exposed turnbuckle, and Becky hit her with a manhandle slam onto two chairs, but Lyra still managed to kick out. After the fight spilled back to the outside, Becky wrapped a chair around Lyra and stomped on it, and then grabbed the crowbar. But Bayley stepped in and took it away. Becky told Bayley to hit Lyra with the crowbar, but Bayley refused and attacked Becky instead. Becky fought off Bayley, but Lyra put her through a table. Back in the ring, Bayley swung at Becky, but missed and accidentally hit Lyra with, I think she had like a chain around her fist. Becky then pinned Lyra following the manhandle slam, and still, your Intercontinental Champion, Becky Lynch.
Yes.
I don't know what I was expecting as a finish to this match, but this wasn't it. It feels like this three-way feud has been going on for way too long, and I was expecting a
definitive finish,
a definitive finish or a shift that would make it different, and nothing really happened. Becky's still a champ, Lyra's still a face, Bayley's still a face, and they're still hinting that someone is going to turn, and we just don't know who it's going to be.
And now Lyra can't compete for the title as long as Becky has it.
Yeah. So I'm assuming we're going to get a Bayley-Lyra feud again, and one of them is going to turn heel. It's just like, why did this not happen at SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Why are we dragging this out still? I don't get it. SummerSlam, so our first show that we did predictions for was SummerSlam last year.
Yes.
And it was one of the best PLEs they've ever produced. It was super good. It was excellent. There was stories, there was depth, there was stories that pushed forward. Like, everything was nearly perfect. It was so good. Fast forward a year, and it's just why did they not look back at that SummerSlam and go, okay, what did we do right? Okay, we pushed stories forward. We had engaging stories to begin with. We had this, we had that, etc., so on and so forth. And then copy that formula. Instead, they're like, okay, we have this story going and we're going to keep it going. It's like, why is SummerSlam not treated as the season finale?
Yeah.
That's the way it should be treated, as a season finale for everything. Not just main events, but it should be treated as a finale for everything.
It should.
You know? And it seems like so many of these matches just were there and there's really no impact from them. Yeah. So that was disappointing for me. Also, I don't know what was happening in the crowd, but the crowd was very distracted during this match. something was happening. Because we heard cheers, we heard boos at just the most random ass times. So it was almost like there was a beach ball situation.
Yeah, there was something.
Something was going on, and I haven't seen any reports about what it was yet. But I'm sure that will come out. Actually, let me do a quick search and see if anyone's posted. What was going on in the crowd during Becky Lynch versus Lyra? Well, there's people mentioning it. There's a lot of people mentioning something was happening. But
Just see something like there was some little fight between a couple women.
Oh, so maybe they were like cheering them fighting, and then when security came and broke them up, they were booing, maybe?
Yeah, but it didn't seem like it was that big of a deal.
It went on for a while.
Okay. Yeah, then it may not have been it.
Yeah, I can't find anyone reporting what the heck was going on, which is really weird. You'd think somebody would have reported what it was by now. But it was very obvious that something was happening in the ring. This also happened during a match on Saturday, and I can't remember which match it was. What were the matches on Saturday?
Matches on Saturday?
Yeah. There was Gunther, Orton. I think it was the Jelly Roll match. Something was going on in the crowd as well.
No, I don't even
Because I remember being like, why aren't people paying attention? Pretty sure it was that match. But yeah, this happened on both nights in one match. Anything else we want to say about this match?
I mean, it was a good match. Good storytelling, good moves, good spots. A little turned off by the number of finishes that were kicked out of. Kind of unrealistic kickouts, but so I dropped mine to an 8. Otherwise, it would have been a 9.
Yeah, and they're still making Lyra look good. Just the crowd still doesn't care.
No, crowd.
Which is why I keep saying, like, we gotta turn her heel, guys.
Yeah,
that's the only way they're gonna start caring about her. You know, you can put her through the most horrific shit. She's not gonna babyface. It's very obvious at this point that she's not winning the crowd over for whatever reason. I genuinely don't know why, because she's amazing in the ring.
She is.
All right. I think that's really all that was worth saying. Predictions. How do we do?
Well, especially with the stipulations, we did not think that Lyra was going to lose at all.
Yeah.
Make sure. Oh, well, I certainly didn't. And you didn't either, but you didn't bet as much. We both missed it. We both drew blanks. Unlike real life.
Not something I do typically.
Unlike real life, I shot a blank there. Hence the 3 kids. And bonus question. Yeah. We assumed a kendo stick was going to be involved. Other than that, what would be the first weapon used? You didn't mention it in your recap, but it was actually a chain.
Oh, right. She wrapped it around her mouth and
wrapped around her mouth. Yep. Followed by a chair. I said a belt. I thought one of them was going to be wearing a belt that they were going to take off and whip the other one with, and you thought it was going to be a chair. You almost got it, but neither one of us did.
Damn. All right.
So we both missed both of them. They swerved.
Yeah, full disclosure, these recaps are not me. I'm reading these from NoDQ.com, who apparently fails at every detail.
Yes.
All right. Moving on. Cage match, United States Championship, Solo Sikoa defends against Jacob Fatu. Do the rating.
Up or down?
I'm taking it all. Dun, 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 dun. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
And that interesting was the best part of the match.
Yeah. Also, I will say, Solo's gear was sick.
I liked it with the little
Yeah.
tassel things hanging off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's way better than the shorts. Like just wearing the boxing shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome look. Keep that look, Sir Solo. All right. Recap. The two had a stare down before exchanging blows. Fatu had the early advantage, but Solo turned the tide with a back body drop into the cage. Solo maintained control until Fatu managed to avoid the Samoan spike. Solo sent Fatu into the cage, but Fatu no-sold it. Fatu then delivered 2 moonsaults, but Solo kicked out, becoming the first person to ever kick out of the mighty moonsault. At this point, the MFTs showed up and circled the cage, but Jimmy Uso came down to help. However, the numbers game eventually caught up with him. Solo hit Fatu with a Samoan spike, but Fatu kicked out. Solo then tried to climb the cage, but was caught by Fatu. Using a pair of handcuffs, Talatanga restrained Fatu to the top of the cage. Solo attempted to exit through the cage door, but Fatu broke free from his handcuffs just by pulling on them. However, Tala kicked the door into Fatu's face and Solo's face. Solo then fell to the floor and won the match. And still, your United States champion, Solo Sikoa. After the match, Fatu fought off the MFTs inside the cage, climbed to the top, and delivered a moonsault onto Tongaloa and JC Mateo. But really, only Tongaloa, because JC Mateo kind of moved out of the way because he was chicken.
Yeah.
I think Tongaloa may have died. I think he's dead. Can we get confirmation on that?
Please no.
No, he's not dead. He's good. All right.
All right.
Yeah. This was another match that falls into the exact same category for me as Becky Lynch and Lyra, where I'm like, nothing happened in this match as far as storytelling.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. The story was not pushed forward. Nothing new was introduced. It was just there. It could have been on SmackDown and would have made no difference whatsoever to the feud. Where are these guys going from here? I don't know. The crowd thought that Jey Uso was going to show up, but he didn't. Jacob didn't get any backup besides Jimmy, so the numbers game.
Yeah, it was
One.
what, 4-on-2?
Yeah.
5-on-2?
4-on-2.
4-on-2. And the 4 lost before he got beat.
No, the 2 lost.
No.
Solo won.
Oh yeah, Solo won, but then the after.
Oh, but then after,
match.
Yeah. Yeah, so like, and then Solo only won because Talatanga smashed the door into both Jacob and Solo's face, and then Solo just fell out of the ring. So it once again made Solo look like a chump. And I don't know, man. This is just one of those storytelling things where I'm like, when you were booking this match, like I just want to talk to the writer and the producer of the match. When you were booking this match, what are you trying to convey to the audience? And the answer is clearly nothing. Nothing. Nothing was pushed. Nothing was done. Nothing was changed. It's just there. So I hate that shit. You have to like this is SummerSlam, man. If this was a no-name pay-per-view or PLE or a Saturday night's main event, sure. This is fucking SummerSlam. You gotta push the stories forward. And they didn't do it.
Yeah,
Really, really did not like this.
Cage matches are supposed to be blow-offs for feuds.
Yeah.
Not transitions and not midpoints. And obviously this story's not over, and will it lead to a War Games? Maybe, but even
it
then
feels like it, but
still not going to be the end of it.
Right. All right. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about this match anymore. It kind of made me mad.
Yeah.
when Solo won, I was just like, that's it? Okay. You know what? Lower mine to a 4.
Awesome.
I don't like it.
You went from a 6 to a 4. No, I'm sorry.
No, I was
5 to 4.
I was a 5.
That was the previous match. You were at a 6.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. I just there's nothing about this match that tells me where it's going.
No.
At all. There's no direction. I just don't know what's the direction. Fox 2 has now lost twice against Solo, so it's like he shouldn't get a third chance. So I hope he's not getting a third one.
Well, I mean, the first one was for when Jacob lost the title, and then this one.
Sure.
Yeah, because Jacob.
I thought they've had 3 matches now. He lost the title to Solo initially, and then Solo defended him against Jacob at
Jimmy. He beat Jimmy at Saturday Night's main event. He won it in Saudi.
At Night of Champions.
Yeah. And then
okay. Why does it feel like they've faced 3 times then?
Because they're always
together.
Because they're always fighting each other, yeah.
Okay. All right. Predictions.
I thought, I had it written on here already, but I erased it. All right. Well, we thought...
For those playing the home game, it's over midnight.
Over midnight. Yes, it's over midnight.
But we're still here.
We are. Yeah, we both thought Solo was going to win because why not? So, me for 3 and you for 6.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I see where this is going.
Oh, yeah. It's looking good for me now.
Yeah.
I'm starting to pull away, I think.
And bonus question was there going to be backup? It was not Jimmy. Jimmy was a backup. Was Jacob going to have backup? And sure enough, during the match, after Tonga came down, you heard Jimmy's music. So we both get the 1 point because we both thought they would.
Yeah. All right. Second last match.
Who would have thought that Dominic Mysterio would be right under the main event?
I have a. It's not a theory. I'm pretty sure I know why. But Intercontinental Championship, Dominic Mysterio defending against AJ Styles. Let's do our ranking. My cat's eating paper. Good?
Yes.
3, 2, 1. What? Wait, is that upside down?
No, it is not upside down.
You gave that a 9?
I gave it a 9.
Oh, wow. I can't wait to hear your...
I loved it.
Oh, God. I can't wait to hear the reasons for this.
You had 6?
6, yeah.
All right.
All right, recap. In a tribute to Eddie Guerrero, AJ Styles and Eddie Guerrero's son, who I can't remember his name.
Eddie Jr. Kidding.
No,
it was... What are you talking about? Eddie's son was in the ring.
No, you're funny. Yeah, I can't remember what his name was, but They arrived in a lowrider, and Styles wore Guerrero-inspired gear. In fact, it wasn't just inspired. It was Guerrero's gear that he wore against Rey Mysterio in the Dirty Dom custody match back at SummerSlam.
Not the actual gear.
Not the actual gear, but it was the design
Replica.
Was copied. Yeah, replica.
I wonder if it was a Fanatics replica.
Maybe.
I doubt it.
The shirt certainly wasn't. The shirt said Styles Heat.
The shirt, I'm going to have to see if I can find the shirt. That shirt was awesome. I love the shirt.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Dominic was able to avoid an early Styles clash attempt, but Styles delivered a tornado DDT. Dominic countered a phenomenal forearm and took down Styles with a Michinoku driver, which looked really good. Dominic delivered a 619, but Styles countered with Frog Splash. Styles then applied a calf crusher, but Dominic managed to reach the ropes. Dominic attempted to cheat using Eddie Guerrero's steel chair trick, but Styles didn't fall for it and put the chair around his own head and sat down on the ground when the ref turned around, making it look like Dominic hit him, which probably wasn't a great idea because he may have gotten disqualified and then he wouldn't have had a shot at the title after that.
Yeah.
But it was amusing nonetheless. Styles then reapplied the calf crusher, but Dominic, having loosened his boot earlier in the match, this is poorly written. Styles pulled his boot off during the calf crusher, and Dominic, taking advantage, used the boot as a weapon while the referee wasn't looking, and then pinned Styles with Frog Splash. And still your Intercontinental Champion, Dirty Dom. All right, I got to hear why you gave this a 9.
Well, obviously the tribute to Eddie.
Did like that.
Everything. I believe it 20 years? Whether it was 20 exactly or not. Obviously the throwback to that. Just Dominic being the dirty heel. I'm a huge AJ fan, of course. He's from the next city over from me. I could probably drive somewhere to his house in about 30 minutes. He's just so smooth in the ring. They were making a big deal about him being, this being his last possibly SummerSlam. He's just so good. And they really didn't make any mistakes in this match. No botches, no mess ups. And Dom just looks like $1 million in there now. I'm so impressed about how far he's come. He is absolutely a natural at this. Just so smooth.
He is. He's really good. The crowd didn't seem to be into the whole Eddie Guerrero tribute for some reason. I'm not really sure what the translation was there. Why that didn't translate to the crowd. My best guess is that it didn't feel earned, because AJ really didn't do anything leading up to this to infer that he was going to do an Eddie Guerrero tribute.
I mean,
that's my best guess.
Maybe it just comes across as like a cheap pop, because there hadn't been any kind of previous mention of him by AJ. It did.
Yeah.
Like Mercedes always comes out and pays homage to Eddie because he's always been her favorite. It's always been known that he was her favorite growing up. There was not been anything like that with AJ.
Yeah, it kind of felt like AJ was just doing it to mock Dom more than it was a tribute to Eddie. You know what I'm saying?
At first, yes, it did seem like that. But then, the whole thing, all the mentions and all the references during the match to it did kind of start to seem a little bit too much.
Yeah, I think it went a little far. I mean, again, Eddie Guerrero, amazing. when I've mentioned it before, when he died, that was the first celebrity death that actually was like, that affected me. I was like, damn, that's crazy. I feel like this was too much. And like I said, unearned on AJ's part. I mean, AJ's a legend. He can do whatever he wants. I'm not really, I'm not really against it. I just don't feel like it was earned. I can see Ray doing it. I can see Dom doing it. I can see. Probably that's really it anymore. That it makes sense for someone to do.
And yes, it was 20 years ago.
It's crazy.
It was
crazy. I feel old now.
Let's see. Was it to the day or no? I don't know.
Probably not. Yeah. SummerSlam's normally earlier.
Yeah. But yeah, it was 20 years ago, 2005.
God, it's crazy.
So.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're good.
I was going to say, what's next? Are they going to get the rematch? Say they get a rematch? It looked like there was.
I don't think so. But maybe.
AJ did have comments after or during the post show. I don't know what was said, but.
Okay.
I'm hoping that there will be a rematch.
Yeah, maybe. I guess it would make sense. Dom and AJ and Clash in Paris.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he could
that would make sense.
So he could get his
and he would win it there for sure.
To get his big phenomenal entrance.
Yeah.
Now the only other match that I would want to see, but it's in Paris and not the other island over there, for the IC title would be Sheamus. Over there
for sure. Definitely.
Because he should win, or he needs to win it, and it would be really cool if he won it over there.
It's so weird to me still that they were like telling this story about him not being able to capture that title, and then they just dropped it.
Yeah.
It's like, why did you like lead us astray like he was going to win it at some point and then just stop his title hunt? It was weird. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the match. Again, I just felt like the crowd wasn't into it, and the Eddie stuff kind of felt off to me, as we just discussed. Sim31 points out that the crowd did the Fireflies at one point in the match. I'm pretty sure it was because this was the point at which it got dark, and so they were like, "Oh." So someone in the audience realized it was dark and started doing it, and then it just caught fire, literally fireflies. I think that's all that was. But yeah, Dom and AJ are great. I don't know, man. I'm just. I don't even know what I was expecting of this match, but I don't know. I don't know.
I thought it was low key.
It was good.
Match of the night.
Wow. That's a hot take. I don't think I'd go that far. It was good.
I mean, it was my shucky ducky quack match going into it.
Oh, is that why you gave it a 9?
I mean,
let's get to that. Predictions.
I mean, maybe it was because I might have been right. I don't know. I don't. May have had a point to do with it, but I'm objective. Oh, what? Like I said, it was my shucky ducky hot pick of the night. I got 4 and you got 0.
Yikes. That set me back.
Set me 4 that I needed. And bonus question?
Bonus.
You don't remember?
Yeah. No.
Was it going to be a dirty win or a clean win?
And it was a dirty win.
It was dirty.
For sure.
Now, the final move was not. I mean, final move was a frog splash, but it was.
Yeah, I mean, he hit him with a boot.
Knocked him down, and then did the frog splash. So, yes, it was quite dirty, and Dirty Dom lived up to his name.
Yeah, I did like that spot because it was an ode to Eddie doing it to Kurt Angle.
Yep.
At WrestleMania 21. It kind of went wrong though. He couldn't get the damn boot off.
Yeah, he did kind of struggle with getting the boot off.
Oh my god,
A little bit.
I was sitting there going, "Did you guys not practice this spot beforehand? It feels like something you should practice." Because it literally at one point, like by the time he got it off, it looked like he was trying to get the boot off.
Yeah.
Not putting him in the calf crusher. I was like, oh god. Yeah. All right, let's get on to the main event, which was John Cena defending his WWE Championship against Cody Rhodes. Let's do our reaction rating. This is the hardest one. All right, I got mine. It's a hard one. It's a hard one.
All right. I'm good.
3, 2, 1. Wow. Nailed it. Nailed it. All right. All right, there's a lot to talk about here. Let's get to it. Recap. Cody's entrance included narration from his father, Dusty Rhodes.
AI Dusty Rhodes.
I was wondering if it was AI Dusty Rhodes because it definitely felt like, I mean, it may have been something he said at some point, but I don't know. I couldn't tell. It was hard to tell.
I think
John Cena made his,
based on what was said about 10 years ago going away. Dusty died.
Yeah.
Dusty died 10 years ago.
But like, why would he be talking about himself though?
Yeah, so I think it was AI.
But I mean, like, why would they make his AI voice refer to himself? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was weird. It was weird. I liked the idea of it, but I didn't like what he said. If it was AI generated, I like it even less. All right, Cena made his classic babyface entrance. Well, kind of. At first, it was his black and white entrance, and then it quickly shifted to his babyface entrance, and he went crazy. Got huge pop. Crowd was singing his song, all that good stuff. Cody received boos during the introduction, and Cena was largely cheered. After playing to the crowd, the two hugged and then began brawling. Cena used basketball player Tyrese Halliburton's crutch as a weapon against Cody, but Cody gained control by slamming Cena into the steel steps. Classic Cena move, getting slammed into the steel steps.
Of course.
The match went back and forth with both men trading momentum. They dueled with chairs, with Cody getting the upper hand. Cena recovered and hit his signature moves on Cody, the 5 moves of doom, including the 5-knuckle shuffle, and got a huge "you can't see me" from the crowd. However, Cody regained the advantage with a Cody cutter. Cena fired back with an attitude adjustment out of nowhere, but Cody kicked out. The match continued to be evenly matched with both men trading big moves. Cody delivered a pile driver to Cena, but Cena kicked out. The crowd chanted, "You can't do that. Yes, you can." I thought that was pretty funny. Clever chant. Good job, New York. Or New Jersey, wherever the hell it is. Cena suddenly delivered another attitude adjustment, but was unable to make the cover. Both men got to their feet and exchanged strikes. Cena applied the STF, but Cody managed to escape. Outside the ring, Cena hit Cody with a microphone, which looked nasty, and then delivered a code red, which impressed the crowd. Which I don't even know if it's code red. Is that what a code red actually is? It looked like just a sunset powerbomb to me, but
No, they called it, I think they called it a sunset powerbomb. Code red is when the girls do it. I think.
Yeah. From like a top turnbuckle or something like that, right?
Or Zelina.
Zelina Vega, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop Rocks. Pop Rocks.
Yeah, it's basically Pop Rocks. Yeah. Cena took Cody onto the announce desk and put him through another desk with an attitude adjustment. Back in the ring, Cody hit the crossroads, but Cena kicked out. Cody went for a suplex, but Cena countered with a flying leg drop. Cena then took down Cody with another attitude adjustment, but Cody kicked out. The fight spilled into the crowd. Cena used a guardrail as a weapon, but then Cody suplexed him on it. That looked like it hurt. The two fought under the stage before Cena rose up through the elevator shaft with Cody on his shoulders. Cena then delivered an attitude adjustment to Cody on the ramp. Cody brought Cena back into the ring, but then Cena recovered and threw Cody into a table. Cody hit another crossroads, but Cena kicked out. Cody pulled off the turnbuckle rod and hit Cena twice with it as the crowd booed. Cody hesitated, and Cena applied the STF again, this time using the ring ropes for leverage. However, Cody reversed it, but Cena powered out. Cena tried another attitude adjustment, but Cody countered with two more crossroads. Cody delivered a third, but Cena still kicked out.
Yes.
That was a crazy moment. I was like, holy shit. Cody tried to use the WWE title, but Cena countered and hit two attitude adjustments. Cena took Cody to the top rope and delivered an avalanche attitude adjustment. Cena went for the cover, but Cody kicked out. That one was also crazy. Cena went to deliver another avalanche attitude adjustment through a table. However, Cody countered with a Cody cutter through the table. Cody then gave a farewell salute to Cena and pinned him with one final crossroads.
Yes.
So that's the match. We'll get into the post-match after. That is the match. And I have a feeling, given you gave it a 7, that you have the same dilemma that I do.
Which is?
Which is the match itself, fucking phenomenal.
It was a really good match. Really good
Cena's
match.
best match since he was back.
Yep.
But with that being said, this, and I'm not going to filter myself here because I've been waiting to say this. This is the laziest storytelling I've ever seen. You have Cena be a heel for months. And then all of a sudden, Cena's like, I'm tired. I'm not going to be able to go to SummerSlam. Cody beats him up, forces him to sign the contract for the title match in a street fight. And then a week later, Cena's just like, you know what, dude? You woke me up. I'm a good guy again.
Yeah.
And then that's it. There was no swerve. Cody didn't turn heel. Cena didn't turn heel. You just basically abandoned the heel turn. That's what happened. Really?
You basically admitted that the entire thing, the entire heel turn, was built upon Rock and Travis Scott. And that completely got thrown by the wayside, and I'm a good guy again.
Yeah, you basically, they just gave up on it. They were like, yeah, this isn't working. Let's just turn him back to babyface. What a load of horse shit. Like, what a load. I was so mad. Because I was like, this match was fucking great. But then there was no fucking payoff. Cody wins. Yay. Cody's champion again. I'm so thrilled that Cody's babyface champion again. I'm so happy. Yay. Great. Wonderful. I was baffled. I'm still baffled. You just gave up. You were just starting to gain momentum with his heel turn, and then you just gave up?
Yeah.
You know what happened? Here's my theory. This is what happened. They were like, we have two options. We can turn Cody heel and then do a double turn where Cena turns babyface at the show. Or we can do this, what actually happened. Or the third option is what we thought was going to happen, which was this whole thing from Cena on SmackDown was fake. And Cena was going to do something incredibly dastardly to win.
We don't use that F word.
Oh, sorry. That was fabricated.
It was a ruse.
It was a ruse. Yeah, we thought this Cena SmackDown thing was a ruse.
Thought it was a ruse.
Yeah, a ruse. And then we thought that Cena was going to do a dastardly thing to win against Cody. And they didn't do that. So they looked at those three options and they went, well, we can't turn Cody heel. He makes us too much merchandise. He's our new Cena. He's our new Make-A-Wish kid person. We can't turn him heel yet. It's too early. He's still going. So then they were like, okay, we got these two other options. We can turn him babyface, or we can double down on his heel turn. Okay, let's just go with the babyface. He's only got 9 dates left. Let's pull the trigger. Okay, how do we do that? I don't know. Just wake him up.
Yeah. Have Cody dive on him on a table, holding a contract, wearing a suit, and that'll knock some sense into him. That sounds great, pal. Ha ha ha. It's like Vince. Right? It's like Vince was back in the booking room.
Like, immediately fire all of your writing staff.
You know what?
Please.
I can't wait to see this unfold on Unreal.
This better be on Unreal, because I want to know what the fuck they were thinking, man. This is insane.
Ed Koski, you have some explaining to do.
Yeah. Yeah, like what were they just baffling. Just baffling. I can't explain it. Yeah, it's the worst storytelling I've ever seen.
I mean,
it's so stupid.
Did Dwayne call up Paul and just say, "All right, I'm
Cut
out
it.
Yep, I'm out of this one. You got to figure out a way out of this."
Yeah, I don't know, man. Someone made a call that was bad. Someone made a really bad call. This was so stupid.
So odd.
Yeah, terrible. Absolutely terrible. That being said, though, like I said, the match was absolutely amazing. Now, Cena looked like he used to.
I know it was a street fight, but it didn't really seem very street fightish.
I mean, yeah, they didn't do a whole lot of they had like a table spot and they fought through the crowd and hit each other with some general objects, but yeah, it wasn't brutal.
I guess street fight. Yeah, I mean, you said brutal. I just see street fight as more violent.
Yeah, and my expectations were kind of low because I was like, Cena's not going to bleed. He's doing movies and shit. He can't, he can't have a giant scrape on his face.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I was like, they're not going to do that. So what are they going to do? And they can't bruise him up with 60 chair shots. So they can't do that. So I was like, they're just going to, and is it the best street fight of all time? No. But was it Cena's best match since he's been back? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Was it the fact that it was a street fight that made it that way?
No.
I don't think so. It definitely helped, but I don't think it was like the key factor. I mean, it was just a much better match than the WrestleMania match.
Becky and Lyra was more of a street fight than this was.
Yes. 100%. 100%.
Great. I mean, it was a really good match. With it going into the crowd and backstage underneath a stage.
Nah, that was funny.
You half expect someone else to show up.
Yeah, I kept looking for like a spot where they both went down and someone was going to come out, like when the Avalanche attitude adjustment.
Yeah.
When they were both just laying there, I'm like, who's coming out? Nobody came out. So yeah, amazing match, absolutely terrible ending. Just terrible, just absolutely terrible. Terribly booked.
I mean, not necessarily terrible, just that makes sense right at the moment.
It's just, yeah. It's just so blatantly obvious that they just abandoned the heel turn. They're just like, nah, this isn't working.
Yeah.
We've only got 9 dates left. Let's just cut the shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can't do that, man. Like, there should have been a build up to this. There should have been a story told of him coming to and going back to the way he was and having a moment I was picturing a moment in a match like this where they had built up to him turning face and that he had to make a choice at some point, and then when he finally made that choice, the crowd would pop. You know, like when Sami Zayn hit Roman Reigns with the chair at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Or Elimination Chamber, whatever it was. I think it was Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it was
like
Rumble.
The pop the crowd gave because they built that up of him turning on Roman for so long. They needed to do this with Cena, of him doing the right thing again and being back to himself. Yeah. And instead, they're just like, no, he's just back to normal now. Okay. Nobody look behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Just one of the most disappointing ends to a storyline I've ever seen in wrestling. Just brutal. Because now, how are they supposed to look back at his heel turn and not be like, it was a failure?
Right. Yeah.
Because it was. It's now officially a failed heel turn, which is just an atrocity for the legacy of that man.
Yep.
I do want to end on a positive note, though.
We will.
When he, well, not just what happened afterwards, but from the match when he did the "You Can't See Me," got me in the heartstrings just a little bit. I was just the how loud that crowd was, and even his entrance got me a little.
When he,
I was like, oh man, we're not going to see this much anymore.
When he was giving up the title to the ref, and he kissed it and looked at it for an extra second or two.
Last time he's seen it. Last time he's holding it.
Yep, I saw that and I thought, I hope he doesn't lose.
Yeah.
But that's when I saw it, I'm like, he's probably going to lose it.
John, this is what's going to happen. You're going to win the 18th title.
You know what?
In your retirement match. I hope so.
Let him beat Seth.
Win the 18th. Yeah, beat Seth, hold the World Heavyweight Championship, and retire with the title. If there's anyone who deserves to retire with a title,
yep,
and beat your own record, that's that man.
Yep.
I don't think they'll do it, but I would love to see it. It does bear in question who his final opponent's going to be. We still don't really know.
We don't necessarily know when it will be either. Assuming it's going to be at whether it's a Saturday Night's Main Event or if it's going to be a PLE in December.
Yeah, we know it's in December and we know it's in Boston. That's all we know.
Yeah,
we don't know what the actual show is. Some had speculated that it's going to be a Cena based PLE, like the name of the PLE will be some sort of Cena tribute PLE.
So they think would they do it as a PLE, or here in the States would it be a Saturday Night's Main Event? They would be on network TV rather than Peacock.
If it's a Saturday Night's Main Event and he retires on that, I'll fucking kill myself. Oh my god! I mean, I understand why they would do that to give him even more spotlight, but for the love of God, you can't put him on a commercial based final match. Please, God, no.
That's
Please,
true.
God, no. He deserves better than that.
But how much money would they make selling ads for it?
Oh,
Although
don't do it.
I,
Don't do it.
it's the network that sells the ads, so the network gets the money.
Yeah, yeah,
Not necessarily
yeah.
WWE.
WWE would only get ad revenue from their sponsors, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord Almighty. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. He 9 dates left. I'm pretty sure that's all he's got. So he's got 4. I think he's got 3 or 4 in August.
That will be leading up to Clash.
Survivor Series. Yeah, I don't think he'll be at Clash. Well, maybe.
I saw the ones that he's confirmed for is like the ones in Europe when they're on a European tour.
Oh. So that's 3 SmackDowns and then Clash probably. I guess. That's like half his dates left. Holy shit.
Yeah, culminating in Clash in Paris.
Oh my god.
SmackDown, Friday, August 22nd in Dublin. Ireland. Saturday the 23rd. Live event. Yeah, between 22nd and the 31st, there's going to be a few shows.
Wait, he's going to be at untelevised live events?
No, that's just what.
Just booked
Events,
okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so he's not going to be on a TV show until the 22nd?
Let's see.
So he's going to miss the next 2 SmackDowns.
Yes.
Wow. Interesting.
John Cena is confirmed to appear at several WWE events in August 2025. These include SmackDown on August 1st, August 8th in Montreal.
Oh, okay, so he is this Friday.
August 22nd in Dublin, August 29th in Lyon, France, and August 31st, Clash in Paris.
Okay, so this month he's only missing next week, not this week. Okay. Interesting. Wow.
All
right.
And I see another update. WWE has confirmed the remaining dates for John Cena's retirement tour.
Oh.
August 8th in Montreal, 22nd Dublin, 29th Lyon, France, 31st Clash in Paris. September 5th, SmackDown in Chicago.
Okay.
Raw, September 15th in Springfield, Mass.
Whoa, that's weird. Okay.
October 11th, Crown Jewel in Perth.
Whoa, that's a big gap.
3 weeks.
Wait, October 11th?
Yep.
You said?
October 11th.
So he's gonna go from September 15th and then not have anything until a pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's weird.
But wait, there's more.
Okay.
So October 11th, Crown Jewel. November 29th, Survivor Series.
Wait, what date?
November 29th.
Whoa.
So another 6-7
month
weeks.
And a half?
Yep.
What the hell? So he's just going to be at... There's no build.
Yep.
He's just not going to build anything. Okay. And then his last one's in December.
The retirement match in Boston. That's it.
Does it have a date?
No.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. What the hell? That's super weird. So basically, his next feud is going to be his last feud with a build.
Yes, so it seems.
Wow. Okay, well, let's get to what happened after the match.
Speaking of his next feud and his next opponent.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. So, after Cody won the title, he raised John Cena's hand as the fireworks went off. Cody left the ring and Cena received a standing ovation from the fans. And just as the show was about to end,
You hear the riff.
Brock Lesnar
Who?
makes his Brock Lesnar
Brock Lesnar. The
makes
Beast.
his return to WWE. Came to the ring, did a little stare down with Cena from outside the ring, got in the ring, and F5'd Cena. And that's where we left off. So, contrary to what the internet will probably say, most of the, or social media will say, I'm okay with him being back. I'm not mad.
Social media is on fire.
I can just imagine. Which I think this is why he's back for a feud with Cena, is because Cena's now a face, and they're pretty confident that Lesnar's going to get booed heavily. So we instantly have a good guy versus bad guy, scenario. Which I understand. It's a little disappointing, though, that my only disappointment with this part of the show was I thought that Lesnar was going to get in the ring and shake Cena's hand, and celebrate with him.
Yeah.
Instead, they just kind of did a repeat of the last time Lesnar returned and F5'd Cena. I'm kind of indifferent about it all. It's cool to see Lesnar back. He's got a really lame looking haircut, though.
So really plain?
Lame.
Oh, lame. Okay.
It's like he's got the ponytail thing, but then he's got like a long undercut, and then he's got it like shaved on the side. It looks fucking weird.
It was like Sammy without the.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Except Sammy's sideburns go all the way up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I have no problem with Lesnar being back.
Me neither. Anytime Lesnar's on my screen, I'm watching.
My only real concern is that Cena Lesnar.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a barn burner like it was when Cena could really go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a little afraid for Cena, to be honest with you. Lesnar's not the most gentle.
No.
So I'm a little afraid that, because imagine how horrible it would be if Cena got injured and couldn't complete his retirement tour.
Yeah. I mean,
like that would just be a travesty.
So on Unreal, it was after the Mania match that he came back and said, "My body gave it my all," or something like that. You were saying?
Yeah.
It was after the Mania match.
Yeah.
Imagine what is.
He did the same thing in this one. I don't know if you read his lips when he was talking to Cody. He was like, my body gave it all, man."
Imagine what his body's going to be saying after a match with Brock.
That's what I mean, man. It's obvious that I think now that you've told me that there's no build to any of the other matches except for this one, I think what's probably going to happen now is it's basically just going to be a Cena greatest hits tour. So like the next, so we're gonna get Cena Lesnar, and then the next 3 matches that he has have no build, right? So they're just going to be his greatest hits, basically. Whoever they are, I don't know who they're going to be at this point.
I'd rather see like younger guys that he hasn't had matches with.
Like, who would you do at this point?
Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
I
don't.
Maybe Carmelo, but
nah.
In
his last 3 matches, no, it's got to be someone bigger than that. Someone.
Gunther.
Yeah, I'd love to see him and Gunther for sure.
I'd love to see Brock and Gunther.
Yeah. Who would he face? I still don't know who Cena would face in his last match. Roman, maybe.
I would forever be an AEW fan if it was somehow able to be Edge.
I had thought about that. It just doesn't feel like Tony is a nice enough person to
I mean, Tony
to
is.
allow it to happen.
I think Tony is a nice enough person, but not towards WWE.
WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll continue to do our show and follow it and see where we land. But
opine on it and see if we can come up with better options.
yeah. And we'll probably do some sort of like Cena tribute run-in.
Yes.
I think that makes total sense.
Yep.
All right. Predictions. Did we do predictions for Cena Cody?
We did not. I was all ready for the ratings. And I think I wanted to skip over predictions, if I'm being honest. All right.
I wanted to skip over predictions.
This part was easy. Predictions. We both thought and we both hoped that this was not going to be the end of the Cena Championship Tour. So we both got it wrong.
Damn. Okay. And I don't remember the bonus for this one.
Bonus question. Was the second ref or any additional ref going to be involved in the final decision? Surprisingly,
only one ref. Yeah.
Surprisingly, there was only one ref. So the answer to the question, would the second ref make the final decision? The answer was no, which we both got right. Because there was no second ref to make the decision. And that's it for the predictions.
All right, let's find out what the overall ratings for SummerSlam New Jersey are.
SummerSlam overall ratings. I didn't separate night 1 from night 2.
By the way, I did not anticipate that this was going to be a 3-hour show.
It's like Gilligan's Island, a 3-hour tour. All right, so I have a total of 13 matches with the additional match with Seth Rollins. Average score for both of us, 6.46 for me and 6 even for you.
Wow.
So,
yeah, I think that's
6 out of 10.
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
That's about right.
Are we all ready? Anybody still awake
ready
in
for
the chat?
Yeah. Predictions total. Let's see. Let me grab my belt.
And we're going long ways because there's 3 numbers here. Night 1.
Okay.
Night 2. And total.
Before you do that, before you reveal the points, Sim31 brought up that they canceled post shows, post show pressers.
Yep.
At first, we didn't really understand the reason behind it, but now I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Are we on the same? It's because Lesnar's back.
Yeah.
And they don't want to talk to the press about Lesnar because you know what they're going to ask.
Yep.
So, yeah. That's why they dropped the press. And maybe they just don't want to. And with Lesnar being back, apparently for at least the next several weeks, they just don't want to deal with the press. So makes total sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, even without that, you and I were talking. It makes sense just knowing that everything's entertainment and unreal and having a real sports type press conference
Just
afterwards
weird.
is just weird.
Yeah, it's always been weird.
Yeah.
I've never understood.
Yep.
I mean, if they wanted to have it just with like Triple H and I don't know.
Yeah.
Triple H.
Yeah.
Just ask business questions.
Yep.
I could understand that, but talking to the wrestlers is weird.
Blah, blah, blah. So, what's your Waffle House order?
Yeah.
If you could have any celebrity or rapper or whatever come in and have a match with, who would it be? Yeah.
All right, let's get back to predictions.
All right.
What is our totals?
So,
Am I still champion? That's the big question.
Night one. You had the lead. You jumped out to the early lead. 18-14, night one. Night two went back and forth.
Oh.
13-15. So your winner, and still Wrestling Renaissance Predictions Champion, TJ. Alexa Bliss, Leo. You son of a bitch.
Yay, I got one. Oh, that's awesome. I did not think night two was that close. 2 points.
Yes.
Damn.
Even with my shucky ducky quack quack pick.
Indeed. That it didn't do it for you.
I still
I
lost.
Through the whole show, I was just like, oh man, we're trading blows.
Yeah.
But I think the point allocation was what really solidified the win for me. It matters, folks. It matters.
It does. Everything matters.
All right. SummerSlam is in the books. And we have nothing to really specifically announce at this time, but you may see some visual changes to the show over the next, I don't know.
How'd you know I was going to shave?
I might shave.
Hey.
You don't want to see me with a baby face.
Okay.
Trust me. It's not pretty.
Hey, better baby face turn than John Cena.
Yes. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Can't believe we have to say that. That makes me so mad and sad. Might be doing some visual changes to the show. We'll see over the next 3 to 4 weeks. We'll see how that all comes together, as it were. But in the meantime, if you want to follow me on the socials, I'm at TJ-Leo on BlueSky.
And I'm at Col2K on the BlueSky and X.
If you want to email us, you can do so at co.op.podcasts@gmail.com. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and join the Co-op Club Discord community server where myself, Col2K, Sim31, and so many others are talking about wrestling, talking about gaming, talking about world events. So join us and have some fun. Cole, can you take us out?
I would be glad to.
Oh, God. Here we go. I'm scared.
So that's it for SummerSlam. Rollins cashed in like a madman. Brock came back like a rampaging T-Rex and apparently has completely blown up social media. And the whole night was pure mayhem. Stay tuned, because wrestling's only getting wild from here. Renaissance out.